One. And hello, welcome to the MMCast Monday Night Commander stream. I'm your host, Alex Kessler, and I have Twitch open in another window, so it's being echoey. I'm here with wonderful friends. First, the one, the only, Tappy Toe Claws.
Hello, that's me. I am a one and an only. There's only one of me, and the world is probably much better off for only having one of me. Otherwise, I would be traversing across the globe to attempt to kill my double, because obviously there can only be one. So, or maybe I already have. Maybe that's why I'm the only one. Maybe I'm the evil Tappy Toe Claws, and I long ago killed the good Tappy Toe Claws. So, I'm gonna leave you all to ponder this. I'm excited to play some Commander, I guess.
Tappy, if you were going to kill your double, how would you do it?
Dark.
I wouldn't tell you how I would kill my double.
Don't want to put that on the internet, then the double will know.
Exactly.
And our second guest, Mr. Jason Alt. Hello.
Hey everybody, look at me, I'm Jason Alt. I'm not going to kill my doppelganger. That would be weird. I could make twice the content and then make my doppelganger watch my kids all day. It would be sweet. You got to make your doppelganger work for you.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
In the end, there could be only half as much work for both of us.
Though, if any of us have seen the movie Multiplicity, the farther down you go in doppelgangers, the less good they are.
The Multiplicity reference you just made was a deep cut. I know you growing up in the 90s feels like that's a reference people know, but holy smokes, was that a good reference.
I guess that makes me Michael Keaton, which
that's the Michael Keaton one, yes.
Yeah. He clones himself, and then one of the clones clones themselves, and that one doesn't.
And then the clone of a clone of a clone was kind of a doofus. Yeah.
Yes, right.
So it
so
brought
don't
the
let that one
associated with cloning. It didn't make it look like a party. It was like
maybe this is not good.
The downsides of cloning.
I mean, was there, because the Sixth Man also came out then, right? That was like within 3 years of each other. Was there a big clone? And Attack of the Clones was like 2003, 2002.
Attack of the Clones was 02.
Yeah.
Then,
was there Multiplicity like 94, 95?
Yeah,
and then
96
Sixth
would be my
Day
guess.
was like 2000 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cloning
That
was a
when
thing.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was cloned. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
They did
to
the
watch.
They had some like very preliminary scientific data to show that like, we could maybe do this, and then like CRISPR actually happened, and we were like, oh no, we can definitely do this. We should probably stop making movies about it.
Yeah, I think it feels like it might have been.
That's my theory. Is like we got too like the science actually kind of caught up, but we were like, whoa, slow down a little bit.
Well, it was like that's like around the era we actually cloned like sheep and rabbits and like other animals, so it became the like.
But America's teachers are like, we got this. We don't want them becoming unethical scientists. We're going to make everyone watch Gattaca so they don't do bad science. We nailed it, America's teachers.
Hey, we watched Mission to Mars in our classrooms.
I have seen the movie Mission to Mars. We watched October Sky. That was like the movie they had a VHS tape.
Rocket
on, so
Boys.
it,
That was a good movie.
Several times.
I'm giving up. I lost the stream one, but I don't think I need it. Oh, it's Streamlabs. That's what I'm missing. There we go. We're good. We're here. I like accidentally minimized all my windows because I put my mouse in the wrong spot of the screen.
What am I doing? We're doing friendly mulligans, right?
Yeah. We'd rather the game be fun than you just be like, I got.
Well, I am playing a Wrath on a stick, so the game probably won't be fun, but like we can try to make it as much fun as possible before I just keep doing this.
Perfect. Ben has anti-wrath tech inside of the fact that his commander blows things up when it dies.
Yes.
Oh, do both of our commanders blow things up when they die?
No, he blows up your face.
Yeah. He can take you hostage with his commander to prevent
also
you.
Good.
From...
I'm not scared. I killed my double. Like I'm not at all terrified.
Hi, MMP.
I'm not sure
5BF.
I could kill my double. Like physically, I think we would both be too exhausted to fight to the death.
Tappy, I've been meaning to talk to you. So with the Strixhaven people that got revealed, there's the real sweet-looking guy. Alex, which one was it that we said I wanted to cosplay as?
Now I've like already forgotten all the names. The ink ones, the righty ones.
The one with the black hair and the
Yes.
The quill on the side of their head?
Silver's quill. This guy.
Yes,
Yes.
that guy. I got to talk to you. I might try my first cosplay at the next Magic Fest.
Very good.
You're not gonna choose giant elephant head, Ben?
Oh, that seems like an outfit you already own, Alex. I feel like-
Also, we all know that, like, we all know that's Shivam, right? Like,
On
Shivam
Twitter, I
is,
said his name was Hufflepuffagus.
that's
I
not
definitely
wrong.
maybe bought a red jacket already. All right, so very quickly for those who are following, we are playing some Commander. I'm gonna let every single person. In theory, one day. I'm known to be rambling. First, we're gonna each go through and just talk a little bit about what our deck is doing, if it's something new or old or anything special about it, and then we're gonna cast some spells once I randomize things. Doing my job. Yeah. Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe. All right, and just in order, Tappy, whom's deck are you going to be ruining people's days with?
Well, I'm ruining everyone's day, but really the only reason I can ruin everyone's day is because of Jason. So really, everything I do is Jason's fault. I'm just like a misbehaving child, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna play Nevinral, the Urborg Tyrant. He's a Wrath on a stick. And the whole reason I made this deck is because I was playing on the BSB stream, and Jason was like opening packs of Commander Legends while we were doing something else. And he opened this card, and he went on a whole little mini Jason rant about how he hates commanders that can also be Wraths, because you can just recast them all over again. And I was like, Jason, so he tore it in half. Obviously, this is critical. This is a really, really good altar to make it look like the card was torn in half, in that Jason just tore the card in half. And then he signed it and he sent it to me because I said I wanted it and I would build the deck if he did it. And I don't know why he sent it to me, but he did. And so I built the deck, and that's my story.
That's my fault. I get it.
You did this to us, but then we did it to you. Whose fault is it really? Jason, you're playing a God of Lies. What's up? What's going on there?
Valky, God of Lies, has ruined some formats when you cascade into him. I will be doing it honestly. No cascade here. I will be hard casting the back half of Tybalt as much as I can. On the front, Valky makes each opponent exile a card, and I can turn him into a creature that was exiled this way. Pretty cool. If I flip him over, he makes you exile the top cards of your library or an artifact or like your whole graveyard. He's got lots of different modes, and I can cast the stuff that I exile with Tybalt with Tybalt, and I can steal creatures with Valky. So I'm red-black, steal your stuff tribal. I'm going to be stealing your creatures. If I threaten your creature, I will not give it back. I will throw it on some sort of altar like Shivan Harvest or Phyrexian Altar or something like that. So if I borrow anything, I will not return it in the same condition that I borrowed it. So I'm going to be stealing, I'm going to be borrowing, I'm not returning, and I'm going to be just doing red-black stuff. Dealing you lots of damage, playing lots of enchantments because I love enchantments, and hopefully I'll win the game with your stuff, with a big Insurrection or Rise of the Dark Realms. So I'm really looking forward to beating you with your own cards. I got a full pack of Infinite Tokens here, just ready to ride on.
Sick.
So crimes shall be had. Ben, you will be playing Jury, Master of the Review. Never seen before on the stream.
Master of the Review, one of my favorite commanders. Little 2-drop 1/1. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1 counter on Jury, Master of the Review. Whenever Jury dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Just a deck about sacrificing things and building up some power on Jury, and it can be kind of aggressive sometimes, which is sweet. I like this card. I like this deck. I was planning on building a different deck today, but I didn't quite have time to finish it, so it'll be ready by next week or whatever the next week we play Commander is. And I see, Alex, that you have swapped out. Is this what you were talking about? Is this Geist minus Geist?
Yeah, I've been wanting to try Niambi out. There's like really cool stuff. She does fun things with discarding legendary cards and drawing cards, and then being able to flash things. There's a lot. She's very versatile, and I think it's really cool. And I've had Geisa for a long time, but I switched Geisa out. It's now Niambi. And we're gonna see how it goes. I've never played this deck before. It does some reanimating, it does some blinking, it does some just general good white blue stuff because it saved a lot of cards from the Geist in it. So we're trying something new out. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm going to now randomize the order of turns, and then we'll roll a die to randomize who goes first. Randomize player order. And Tappy, can you put your commander into the commander?
Oh, yeah, I certainly can.
And it will be Jason is first. And I will actually, before we get started, be right back. So if y'all want to just talk about fun things really quickly while I disappear.
Talk amongst yourselves.
And I will be back soon.
Did you guys watch The Sound of Metal?
No.
Pretty sweet. It's feels like Riz Ahmed will probably win Best Actor for that movie. That, or it'll be Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. But Sound of Metal is pretty sweet. It's a heavy metal drummer, starts going deaf. It's his basically his journey with accepting that. It's pretty cool. Good movie.
Ooh, I watched Ma Rainey's and that was very enjoyable.
Haven't seen it yet, but it's great.
That was a very, very fancy movie. I mean, I don't know how you could look at like that cast and be like, this will be bad. Like this won't be good. Like it was
Right.
it was very pleasant. I will admit that like unless it is a movie that I have seen like I like to watch movies that I've seen 90 times because I have ADHD and I need to do 10 things at once. So like if I can have a thing on in the background, that would be good. But it had a lot of good music and stuff in it, so I will probably have it on in the background many more times before this winter is through.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Haven't yet watched it, but
Eventually I'll be able to leave my house, and hopefully no more snow comes, because I don't know where to put snow anymore.
Snow, eh?
I have piles around like my garage that are taller than me. I don't
Yeah,
know where to put them.
it's a thing. We're having a real bad winter here, but like, I don't know. We're accustomed to it, so it's just
right. Like in the grand scheme of things, we really can't complain. Like my house is made for it to be cold and for me to get snow on it, so like it's probably fine. But a little bit of
I might have to buy a roof rake this year. I've been putting it off, but
Wow, a roof rake. Holy
yep,
smokes.
it's a giant like shovel thing on a 20-foot stick, and you just like gingerly try to pull snow off your roof.
I went out today with one of my cosplay prop staffs to knock icicles off of my house so that they don't ruin my gutters.
Isn't that fun to say? Your house. Isn't
it?
great?
It is so nice. I spent so much money and I can finally say my house. It's great. It'd be great if I could like have all my friends over and we could hang out. It's great. Except for that.
You can't, just not today.
Yeah, eventually.
But soon.
But
it's only
today,
a couple hours drive.
Today I got to take out my Final Fantasy bunny lady red mage staff and knock icicles off of my house and make wizard noises.
So Jason, you're gonna be first, or did you have a keepable?
Yeah,
pick?
I'm pretty good with this until Tappy blows all this stuff up and I regret it. But
I mean, hey, maybe I don't have a color in my hand because I'm bad at building mana base. Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. Oh wait, you're still waiting on. I saw cards shuffling around in the upper corner, and that's where Kessler was, but it's not Kessler now.
yeah,
so.
there's not much point in like start without him because he goes.
Oh no, totally. I just was like, oh, there's cards going. Okay, we're ready to go. Like, it's fine.
I considered it just like screw him.
Jason, any sweet deep dives into directors recently?
You know, we're doing Ari Aster in 2 weeks, which I'm excited about because Ari Aster doesn't have a ton of features, so we're really getting into a lot of his student films, his early short stuff. and that's
Cool.
something we don't normally spend that much time on. So, directors that don't have as much stuff as we're focusing on. Like, I don't think anybody wants to hear two guys that didn't go to film school, talk about Spielberg. So
Sure.
the focus we've been taking a little bit more is we've been getting a lot of independent screeners, and so we've been doing a lot of interviews with people that are making indie movies, and I gotta say that's been a lot more gratifying for me personally. I don't know how John feels about it, but so like we're doing a deep dive on Ari Aster, and we're recording that in 2 weeks, but we have a couple interviews scheduled, and interviewing people that are like doing their first feature, but like have really good people assigned to it, or they worked in the industry but it's their first time directing.
Yeah.
Interviewing people with like a lot of industry experience doing their first feature has been really gratifying. So the stuff we're doing over on John's YouTube channel, They Said We Said, it has been a lot of fun lately. So
That's cool, man. That's
yeah,
great.
so yeah, we're trying to schedule an interview with Sean Baker, the guy who directed the Florida Project.
Oh yeah, I like that movie a lot.
Because I like basically everything he's done. I'm a big fan of. So yeah, we'd like to do that soon. But yeah, not necessarily doing a ton more of the director stuff, but what we have coming up is exciting to me, at least.
We talking.
Awesome.
We talking.
We're clearly not doing it to build a huge audience.
Yeah, well, I mean, but then the audience comes as a byproduct of that attitude. So
Yeah, you just want to care about stuff and make a good product, and then
as a byproduct of us enjoying it, I think so.
Yeah, like we do magic content creation for fun. Like this is not. I wouldn't do this if it was like my day job. I'm doing it because I love hanging out with friends and playing Magic and being able to post polls that people respond to. Actually, that's all. That's all it is. I just want to post.
Kessler, if it's
I
any
like how you phrase
consolation,
it like your day job was lawyer and not toy store owner.
Fair.
Kessler, if it's any consolation, the reason I listen to your podcast is because I like being able to take you to my day job with me. I'm like,
Nice.
I don't have anything to do. I'm gonna put Alex Kessler and Ben Bateman in my head and like listen to Alex Kessler mispronounce words while I do science.
We did a live read. We did a live read this week for a coffee company I think it's on this week's show, and
It is. It's live. You can get 20% off on coffee
and Alex referred to the coupon as a coupon. It was pretty excellent. It's pretty excellent.
Oh, well, it's a coupon for Kofi.
Now it's ruined, and I can't have that giggle at work and make my
No, it got cut out. It's not in the final cut, so this is exclusive for the stream.
Oh yeah, you get back. This is the backside of water, or of my messing up words. That's a Disneyland joke. So on the like one of the longest running jokes on the Jungle Cruise ride is they like go behind a waterfall and they're like, that's the backside of water, and everyone's like groan laughs at it. Really quickly, to the people who followed since I was gone, thank you. Where did it start? It's right here. Thank you, Chronicles of Narnia, spelled like the magic animal Nar, and thank you, Carson, for being a subscriber for 7 months and supporting crimes for some times. Is that what it says? Oh no, that's what you said when you became a subscriber for the 7th thing. I was like, did I write that? That's way wittier than something that I would write.
Carson is pro crimes.
Yep, pro crimes. Let's have fun playing some Magic. First is Jason. Jason goes first. Carson did say that. He's taking credit. Unless we want to keep talking. I did kind of interrupt the conversation to start the game.
I'm sure we'll end up talking in the middle of the game.
It's fair.
Almost played an Exotic Orchard, which would have been silly because I do have a turn 1 play. Give him the clamps, boss. I will pass the turn.
I do not have a turn 1 play. Well, I'll play this tapped Celestial Colonnade, which is an altered art, or not an altered art. What's it called? An artist proof. But this deck is currently triple sleeved, so I can't very easily show you how much of an artist proof it is.
I'm just gonna play Vault of Champions and pass. It's the Orzhov Battle Bondland.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm going to play a tapped Smoldering Marsh and pass. Even fits the color scheme of my board.
That is
true.
Let's
fancy.
play Our commander.
Oh, yeah, you need to
early
make a
on
Mardu
offense.
deck. That's what you really need to make.
Valky's gonna hit the board. Everybody reveals their hand.
Oh. Okay, you got Sea of Clouds, Austere Command, Thassa Deep Dwelling, Enlightened Tutor, Wrath Caption, Plains, I'm never going to say that correctly, the White Legendary Castle from Kamigawa block.
So I guess Raph? Oh, is that a Cranko, Ben?
It is a Cranko.
Wrath over Thassa?
I don't... Thus is not a creature.
It is in my hand. It is a creature card.
I'm gonna get Cranko. I'll take the Raph out of your hand. Yeah.
Okay.
And Ben's Cranko and Tappy, no creatures. Resummon Skeleton.
I got Cranko, Dockside, Dreadhorde, Blood Artist.
Oh goodness. Well, Dockside wouldn't do me much good.
It just becomes a copy.
Sydney's got 3 creatures.
I've got Soul of New Phyrexia, Bantu the Glorified, and Reassembling Skeleton. I mean, you can definitely take the skeleton if you want it. Don't think that you can't. I have the original Bantu and Soul of New Phyrexia.
Yeah, let's get Bantu.
Cool.
And then, man, depriving you of Dockside would be so dirty, but I think I'm going to have to take your Cranko.
So you can just take Cranko, huh? So...
Well, it's exiled, and then I can make Valky a copy of...
But if I kill Valky, then...
Yes, correct. Well, the card's still exiled, but yeah.
You want me to play with these down?
Actually.
I think it's easier for streaming purposes for Jason just to have to try and remember.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm not trying to game super hard here.
I don't know. Turn 2 Commander, just like
Valky seems pretty dirty in Commander.
I'll pass the turn. Oh, he's a 2/1. In case
I will untap. I will play Sea of Clouds. The battle land, the other one. And then I will pass the turn.
Cool. Look at me having all my right colors of mana. I'm going to tap 2 and play the Reassembling Skeleton that Jason didn't take, and I'm going to make him regret it with my 1/1 skeleton.
It's so reassembling.
Yeah.
You're going to get up to some skelenanigans over there.
That was a better joke than mine.
I was just going to say, you worked really hard on that one, Jason. I'm extremely proud of you.
You said hard on.
I'm done. Also, by the way, I played a 1/1. I'm quite finished.
Niv disc here. Is there any cool cards? I guess I can put Valky on screen.
I'm going to spend. Let's play this. See, what I want to do. Play Scalding Tarn. Crack it. I'll go to 39. I'm going to get an untapped good black-red land. I'm going to play Jury, and I'm going to pass.
It's not my turn. I almost untapped the cards that I don't even have tapped lands.
So I'm done.
Jason untapped.
Yep.
So if Valky dies, do we get these cards back? I forget.
Yep.
No, they're exiled.
But he doesn't. Oh wait, I'm literally looking at the card.
Yep.
Oh no, we get it back if Valky dies, we get the cards back. But you can make Valky become that creature, and then we wouldn't get the cards back anymore. So it works like a dockside, not dockside.
Oh yeah,
it
I
works
thought
like
you could only transform until. Oh yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah, once you transform him, we no longer get to be able to get those cards back though, because he is no longer has any of the rules text on him, unless Chad tells me differently.
I will play a Fire Diamond and a Mana Vault,
Mm.
and pass the turn.
W.S. Belford is here rooting for everyone except for Bateman. This is a mood that I can agree with. I'm gonna
That's aggressive.
flash in
W.S.
Yambi.
Belford. It's Belford.
Is he your twin?
No, he's a legend. He's an Action Army legend, and he plays Magic, and he's just here to be a troll.
I think he might be Ben's evil twin, here to murder him.
Hey, like, is he here to kill his twin?
Draw for the turn, play this plains, and I will.
Oh, we do have like literally the Tybalt Judge Tony in chat right now, and he's gonna double check on the Bucky text.
Ooh, cool. Okay.
Thanks, Brendo.
I am going hello. Thank you. Oh, Belford followed. You haven't been following this whole time?
He's gonna follow you and stalk you and kill you and take your place. Like it's
that's true.
Not that this has ever happened to me. I defeated my evil twin.
He's hunting to kill Ben. I'm fine. He's on my side.
Well, yes. Sorry.
I'm covering air travel. I've done. I passed. I played Niambi and passed.
I am going to play this plains, and Jason is Valky at 2/1.
Yes.
And then how do you make it become a creature? I'm sure you've told me, but I promise you I wasn't listening.
I pay that creature's mana value.
Yep, that's correct.
In colorless mana.
So it can become Bantu as we
Yes.
speak. Instantly become Bantu. So I guess House of Cards, double checking.
But is Bantu not a creature?
Bantu is
So then Valky wouldn't be a creature?
Bantu is so the way that Bantu reads is Bantu is a creature with menace and indestructible. She's a 4/6. She cannot attack or block unless a creature died under your control this turn. So the Amonkhet gods all have that clause on them.
Yeah,
it's
they're not
relevant because this deck's full of gods.
They're not devotion.
So they are
gods.
creatures. They're not devotion, but they can't attack or block. They just do like whatever else does.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna swing at Jason for 1 with my resembling skeleton.
Okay. I'll eat the damage.
Good.
And,
Take 1.
You've made an enemy for life.
I sure showed him.
This is great. We have 2 different blood feuds happening versus the normal blood feud that our guests just have to sit through and suffer through me and Ben fighting each other.
Are you done,
Very
Tappy?
done. Get ahead. Get ahead, Frendo.
Do I want to draw cards? Maybe. Yeah. No, Ben, you go. I'm not sorry. That was my inner monologue.
So for this dock side, Jason, you've got 2 artifacts currently. Alex, you have
I have I have 3. I have Fire Diamond, Mana Vault, and Skull Clamp.
You have 3. Alex, do you have any? Artifacts or enchantments?
0 artifacts or enchantments.
Taps? Anything? Artifacts
I've
or
got
enchantments?
absolutely nothing.
I got a
I've
legendary.
got a 1/1
creature.
skeleton.
So I can get 3 extra manas here.
I guess it could have been historic cards. That's weird though. Why is Dockside extorting people for historic artifacts? That's weird.
Maybe that's a card in.
Because he's a really bad archaeologist.
I was gonna say maybe that's a card in
Yeah, that's true.
Strixhaven, dude.
That's true.
Maybe that's one of your.
This is
One of your-
my moment. I don't know if Magic needs 2 separate Dockside extortionists being available.
Slag heap.
I mean, Treasure Nabber does some work too, but no one cares about Treasure Nabber.
On Google. Oh, I guess I can search it here in this window.
So calling it now, Jason just went deep and did a run on Treasure Nabbers, and he's just trying to talk them up on everybody's stream.
Ooh.
No, that was me 3 years ago.
There we go. Has this card
When
been
they
out
were
for 3 years?
pre-selling for like $8, and I was like, I can't believe it's $8. This is vintage players are talking about this.
I'm going to tap 1/2. I'm going to play Dockside. Dockside's going to come in. It's going to make me 3 treasures. I'm going to then...
Ben failed at putting the new deck together, so he's playing Jury.
I, in fact, did fail. Shut it, Alex.
It was the chat brought it up. I was just interacting with chat.
Yeah, I'm sure it was all the chat.
Are you doing your job of looking at
Your
the
evil
YouTube
twin
chat to make sure that we're interacting with that side as well?
Definitely.
I'm here to call you out on shenanigans.
All right, I'm going to sacrifice a treasure and put a counter on jury.
Thanks for the rolling house.
Yeah.
And with that treasure that is sacrificed, I'm going to play a carrion feeder. And then I'm also going to sacrifice another treasure and put another counter on jury. And put into play this Dread Horde Butcher. And then I'm going to swing. Jason, you just have a 2/1 right now, right?
Yeah.
And you can you can tap that vault for 3, correct?
I can tap the vault to make this into a Bantu.
But Bantu
Which
cannot attack
can't
or block
block.
unless a creature died under your control this turn.
Correct. I could make it a Bantu. I'm not saying I could block. I'm just trying to be a deterrent.
Yeah. I get that. All right, I'm going to come at you with Jury for 3 and Dread Horde for 1.
Goodness, 4 damage, 3 of its commander?
Correct?
Ben's aggressive.
I'm feeling the love. Well, we're both playing red-black, so...
You're like really aggressive and you took my Kranko, which I'm not thrilled about.
It's almost like there can only be one of you because one of you is an evil twin.
Listen, I'll tell you what. If you want to
That's
block
true. They
with
both
your
like
Valky,
magic and movies.
you could block your Valky. You could block my Dread Horde Butcher, right? You lose the creature. I get Kranko back. We're all good. Solves the problem. You could do that if you want, and I won't keep attacking you.
That is one problem, potentially. I'll do that bad trade if you admit that you're the Danny DeVito and I'm the Schwarzenegger in this evil twin relationship.
Can't we just, as you were talking about the 6th day, can't we just both be Schwarzenegger and at some point in the match I'll look at you and say, that was for sleeping with my wife? Maybe?
No dice, DeVito.
I did not expect the claws out this soon. I'm here for it.
So you are considering blocking right now?
No, I took the 4 damage.
I see. Okay, I put a counter on Dread Horde Butcher. And then I have a thing open still. Wait, I want to make sure I did this right. I got 3 mana, one of which I spent on a feeder. Because I cast him with 2. And then I spent 1 more. Oh, I have to tap a land. Yeah, so I tapped 1 short. That makes sense. Cool. All right, I am tapped out. I have 1 treasure, and I'm going to pass the turn.
People are appreciating the rules knowledge being dropped with how Valky works.
Yeah.
Those people also provided the rules, so it's really a circular loop of information. But
And kudos to House of Cards for getting us with that judge knowledge.
Well, I put a card in this deck that I probably should not have.
That's my whole
this
life,
isn't-
so go for it.
Yeah, I got a Thieving Amalgam in here, and it actually doesn't play super nice on webcam. Because you're supposed to manifest the top card of your library, which means you would put it face down on my mat, and I would look at it. But like, if I do this, we're gonna have to do it face up. So
well, we've solved how to do this. All of us close our eyes and show the card face up, and then we put it down.
Silly.
Then chat
Okay,
knows,
if-
and you know, and
I
you
mean,
have to trust
if that's
chat.
what we.
You can also,
what we
I've like
wanna
also
do.
like drawn Mindslaver in games and just been like, this doesn't work, and put it to the side and drew another card. So it's up to you how you want to do. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I didn't read Amalgam carefully enough. I'm taking it out of the deck. In
Cool.
fact,
That card is sweet. It just
a
doesn't
little
work.
clunky.
And yeah, it's just clunky for the world of.
Okay.
If we played that, we'd probably have to talk less about movies and the Kes Bateman Eternal Feud and Evil Twins and random other stuff. So I'm here for the taking of it out.
The question is, who is Shang Tsung and who is Liu Kang in this Kess relationship with me?
I don't know. Can I be Sub-Zero?
If we're talking new Mortal Kombat trailer, I'll be Scorpion 10 times out of 10. If you want to be Sub-Zero?
I want to be Sub-Zero in every possible. Ice powers are the best powers. I'm here for ice powers.
I mean,
And
you
any
do get to
option
do
I
that
can.
sick move in the trailer where you freeze the blood into a
then
knife
stab
and then
somebody?
stab me with my own blood.
Yeah,
which is the best.
I'm here for it.
That was the sickest move in the whole trailer.
Which I've always wanted to do, I guess, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like costume, and he's like,
let's play a
Sub-Zero.
Cryptghast with
I
one
am-
swamp out.
Eesh.
And let's play Expedition Map.
Soon to be all swamps.
Perhaps. And I will pass the turn.
All right, so I asked chat, but no one responded about biscuits and risking it and what I should do. Should I discard a land card and hope I draw land cards? I think I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to tap all three. Tap
Dangerously.
Nyambi. I'm going to live dangerously for biscuits. I'm going to discard Yanjo's castle, and right, because it's any legendary card. Yep, sweet. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And then I'm going to untap.
Sick.
And
Nice
I'm going
move,
to
Alex.
draw another card.
That's really cool.
And I was paid off the biscuit. There was a biscuit on top. It was Flagstones of Chakar. And then I'm going to, I guess I just want to cast a 4-drop at this point. I'm gonna cast Thassa the Dark Dwelling. It's gonna be a very godly game. This is a holy war.
Thassa reboot? Because I'm pretty sure she's normally Thassa the Deep Dwelling, but maybe this is the Snyder cut, so I don't know.
Wait, what did I say?
You said Dark Dwelling.
Oh, this is much grittier. No jokes in this Thassa. And then I'm going to end my turn, and then Nyambi's going to enter play, and I'm not going to return something, but she blinked herself. I'm done.
Cool. Rad. I did absolutely nothing with any of my mana, so feel good about my choices.
So now, Jason, you've got 3 mana open still. You have a
Indeed.
Cryptghast, which is a 2/2, and you still have your 2/1.
Correct. All accurate.
Thassa the Dank Dwelling. That's right.
And that's probably.
And I assume
just-
you said you wanted to be Scorpion because he's portrayed by Hiroyuki Sanada in the new movie?
Yes, and also he looks like the coolest thing I've ever seen with the rope knife or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It was the cool. That trailer was so epically sweet. I think I watched it 16 times.
I didn't know.
I will be. I'm willing to be Sonya from the old school game, but only if I can only say lines from Billy Madison, which I'm pretty sure is a movie that actress is also in.
It is. It is.
It
There
is.
you go.
And I can't name a third.
Yeah, also that.
There's one. There is a third. There's a third.
That's all right. I'm pretty sure Billy Madison is a forgotten masterpiece that is
I don't think it's
it has
forgotten at
nothing
all.
problematic about it, and it was just a work of art. And it was great the first time.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
play-
it holds up a lot better than a lot of 80s
It's-
stuff.
Yes.
It certainly does. I am going to play Elspeth Knight Errant. I'm going to tick her up, and I'm going to make a soldier token, and
Nice.
it's going to hang out with my skeleton, and that's literally all I do because I don't play artifacts in this deck because artifacts get blown up when I sacrifice Nevinyrral, and that's just good deck building. Go ahead, Bateman.
She was on House on the, Haunted Hill. She was also in The Last Action Hero.
Yes.
Oh,
That
goodness.
was the
Last
third
Action
one that I was thinking of.
What else? The Suburbans.
Isn't her name Bridget? She married Pete Sampras in the end. It's Bridget.
Wilson Sampras.
Yeah.
All I know is that the Spanish
name is
Armada was
Bridget
Wilson?
1988.
She was all.
Bridget
She was,
Wilson Sampras.
she was in I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's a big one.
Really?
That's like a real movie.
You
That's
would think I
okay.
would remember that. All I remember is Sarah Michelle Gellar from that movie.
You would think you'd remember a lot more things in your life, but turns out
Turns out I'm drinking.
I wasn't going to say it, but if you will.
Land of Fable Passage.
She co-starred with Peter Gallagher in Host. So 2 different Adam Sandler characters.
Sweet. Wow, Jason, you're such a threat.
Ooh, the
I'm,
wedding
not
planner?
threatened by-
You're
I'm not threatened by what Alex or Tappy is doing at all.
That's
I'm
because
just
you're the threat. You see the second biggest threat at the table as the biggest threat because you're the biggest threat.
You're clearly, and
About
you
to get
stole
your
my
Cranko
Cranko
back.
You dirtbag! You stole my Cranko.
Well, you'd be doing Cranko things right now, wouldn't you? And we can't have that.
I guess I could just kill your 2/1 and get Cranko back.
You could attempt to kill my 2-1.
That's true.
Oh, because you could turn it into a Valk. You could turn it into a Bantu.
yeah, Bantu's literally menace indestructible and a 4/6.
It can be a Bantu if he wants to.
Well, I can also kill it because I could,
It can-
but it would cost me a lot to do it.
You could leave
Leave us
Valkyrie
sense.
behind. But if your friend's not a god, then we're not gods, and then I don't.
I killed one creature. What did it cost? Everything.
Kessler, you and I like JRPGs too much. God is dead, and we killed him.
That's true. At least a few times.
Like several times.
Also, eternally
But
teenagers.
you thought you killed God, and then he's like, "That wasn't even my final form." And then God got another wing. And
Turns
you had
out,
to kill
though,
him again.
God's final form in the end of the game is actually way less strong than your dad, who is like obscenely powerful, and that fight sucks. And then you actually go fight God, and God's like a swollen tick, and it takes like a second to kill it.
Normally, you fight God, or you're like, well, you fight your dad, and then it ends up that your brother was your dad all along, and then your brother dad dies, and then it's like, oh, his plan was to summon the god of destruction, who's God, and then you kill that god.
Yep, and then sometimes if it's
which makes you a god, but you're a teenager.
Game, but also different. Sometimes your mom is involved, and she's also the source of the problems.
Yeah.
This
or
has
she's
been
a space
a
alien.
game that's more complicated than Hades.
Have you ever seen Metal Gear Solid even once?
Isn't
I'm gonna
Hades
crack this fabled
just
passage.
all of the gods, but they're
Counter
like
Andre.
really into each other, and you're escaping,
We'll get.
but also in love with them. It's all.
I'll get a mountain.
I went to GameStop. We waited out in the cold until midnight to get Metal Gear Solid 2, where you play as Snake for like 15 minutes. And we went home and we played it.
Were you one of the people who was upset
We played
about
till like,
Raiden?
yeah, we played till like 8 a.m. and then we went to school tired and we're like, we didn't even get to play Snake. This is bullshit.
You played as Raiden, and he was too pretty, and you got upset. I live for your tears, Jason.
Well, I mean, Raiden was fine. He was very acrobatic. It was fun, novel gameplay. But like, we're kind of like we went the Snake show, right? Who doesn't?
I'm going to play a Smothering Abomination pre-combat.
Isn't that generally considered the best one?
Cedar, yeah, it's very good.
That's the one that also they like read your memory card to mess with you, correct?
No, that was the first one.
That's the first one.
That's
okay.
the first one.
And I used to do a joke in my act that never worked about like if you played that on the PC, Psycho Mantis would be like, what's this folder? And then he would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna fight you now. But like it never worked on stage. But like someone wrote that up on hard drive and it worked much better. It found its audience a little better.
I'm coming at you again.
Goodness.
With a 4/4 Jury and a 2/2 Dread Horde.
Poor
So
Ben
you're
is
tapped
just...
out. Do you have any treasure left?
I have one treasure. I have a single treasure.
I'm gonna make a risky play here. I'm gonna throw Valky in front of Jury, and before damage, I'm gonna turn him into Bantu.
Oh. So then it's a 4/6.
He can declare the
So
block.
it's still
while
considered blocked.
Correct. It's the same thing that if you block something and then kill it.
And Bantu is
It's still
indestructible, correct?
Correct.
It's a 4/6 indestructible.
So if I need to make my 4/4 here survive, I just have to sacrifice something, basically?
No, it won't take any damage from the Bantu.
It's
just
not gonna take
considered
any of it
blocked.
anyway.
Yeah.
This is a very holy match. I think you made that joke already.
So you're gonna block with a 4/6. So then, but it's indestructible anyway. So even if I killed Cryptghast here in response, it would still survive. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. But then can't I kill Valkyrian in response?
Yes. In response to me activating, yeah.
And you do not have the mana left to do anything good with it.
To do anything again, no.
I mean, I'd be
So
helping.
if you have something to do for
everybody.
1 mana, you can do it.
I guess I'd be helping everybody, but then also Valky's going to come back down the next turn and just do it again. It's like sort of
Potentially.
pointless.
Just everybody play the creatures out of their hand. It's fine. Most decks don't have creatures, right?
When I lose Dread Horde, I think I'd rather just let you for now. Well, but then you could turn it into Krenko next turn. Are either of you guys going to kill Valky?
No, I need to kill I need to get rid of the Bantu if I'm going to do that.
Oh, it's right. It can't. It doesn't gain.
It's
the ability.
stuck as Bantu now until it dies, basically.
All right, I can roll with that. That's fine. So then you'll take 2 off the Dread Horde Butcher, and then.
Yep, sure will.
Okay, Dread Horde's going to go up to 3. So it's a 3/3, and And I already played a Smothering Abomination, which I'm just gonna hold back and not do any sacrificing shenanigans. I'm done.
I just hope I can draw a Ghost Quarter. That's all I'm living for. I want a Flagstones of Trakar. I want to Ghost Store my flags. Blah, blah. I want to Ghost Quarter my Flagstones of Trakar. That's all I'm living for. That's my plan.
I'm really proud of you that you made your words work.
I got there. One day, these words will be said correctly.
Untap Mana Vault.
This day.
We're not playing land for the turn. Crack map. Where are you? Hello, Urborg. Where are you? Why are you hiding? Are
Do you have a single
clone?
favorite Schwarzenegger line ever in a movie? Just like one that is your favorite?
I hope you save room for my fist because I'm gonna ram it in your stomach and pull out the goddamn spine.
Spine. That's a really good one. That's one of the best. I'm going to make you eat that contract.
I don't know why, but the Kindergarten Cop was the one that we quoted the most Arnold from in college. So, like, it's not a tumor.
It's not that tumor.
Yeah.
It's not a tumor at all.
My favorite line is when he shows up in Predator. He shows up in Predator and he sees the general, and the guy's like, a Russian cabinet witness when I went over the border 4 days ago. And Schwarzenegger goes, this cabinet minister, does he always travel on the wrong side of the border? And when he says it, it's like very hard to understand exactly what he says, but he's so confident and he says it with like such a smile. You're like, this is why this man was a movie star. Doesn't really matter what he says, just matters how he looks when he says it.
Hercules in New York, he was actually indecipherable to the extent that they had to like redub over him, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
this
that's really
dude who's
good.
like, "I'm Charles Atlas," like doing this like all Schwarzenegger's lines. So like that is funny, and then you turn that off on the DVD and watch it again with Schwarzenegger actually doing it, and like it has subtitles because you can't understand a word he's saying because he was like fresh off the boat from Austria, and he's like, I'll just learn my lines phonetically. And it was fantastic. Hercules in New York. He fights a guy in a bear suit. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Good movie.
I will play Urborg, and I don't have much else.
You just doubled your mana, so.
Yeah, I'm actually going to... I'll play Phyrexian Altar, and I will extort to get some of this life back. Cool.
Wow.
Everyone takes 1, I will gain 3, and I will pass the turn.
So I'm hearing
It's-
that we all
That's how
be
Star Wars
smacking
is equal.
Jason.
It's equal to life lost. It's not you.
Yes.
You gain one and we each lose one.
No, extort
You gain
works
that
exactly the way you want it to in EDH. It's
Yeah,
gross.
Yep, you gain that much.
Every part of the way it could be ruled in its favor. It's also not a black-white ability. It's just reminded that you can use those 2 mana to do the thing. I draw for the turn, right? You passed? Jason?
You're good.
Cool. Ooh, hello.
I was drinking. So I did the awkward thumbs up, and I was like, that doesn't translate.
I now understand.
course.
This doesn't actually do anything.
I actually think the most quotable Schwarzenegger movie is Running Man, but not too many people have seen it.
You hear Edgar Wright is remaking it?
Oh, that I hope he doesn't do closer to the book like I imagine he's going to. I hope he does a crazy Edgar Wright thing with it, because the book is kind of boring, and the movie was a little too 80s to translate. So, like, you know what? I trust Edgar Wright.
Me too.
That's what I'll say.
My favorite thing about the movie The Running Man is that it's got one of those super fucking sweet songs that's written for an 80s action movie. And they're my favorite thing in the world. It's at the end. It's called Restless Heart by John Parr. He's the guy that did like the San Almost Fire
done.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Almost is fantastic.
I'm done.
Wow. On to you, Taps.
Yeah.
It's like
Sorry,
super 80s. It's one of my favorites.
Sorry, I got distracted because we were talking about Ali Sheedy.
No, it's fine. Ooh.
I am going to play this command tower that I just drew, which is pretty cool. And
Oh, that's cool.
then-
Nerf Herder Mikey followed, and they said that they like the bot's name. It's like their cousins, because the bot is Nerf Herder bot.
Aw.
'Cause
We're
it's,
cousins too, because I'm scruffy looking.
yeah.
What do I want to do here?
So, speaking of Running Man, we instituted a rule that when you play 3 and Dynamo, you have to say Dynamo, like the guy in the Running Man.
I'm gonna play Eternal God Kefnet. It's the War of the Spark one, so it's the 4/5 flyer that you can reveal sorceries in instance and do things. And then I'm gonna tick up Elspeth. These dice are so pretty, but I hate them because they don't have a 6 on them.
Are they 5-siders?
No, they're they're 6-sided dice. They're like the weird Lovecraft game dice. So the symbol is on the 6, which like somehow I am just fundamentally opposed to. Like there is a single.
I like the symbol on the 6, but
I like the symbol on the 1. Like there is a single symbol; it should be on the 1.
It would have been allowable if there were. I think the idea is there's 6 points, but the fact that there's a dot in the middle makes it so it's 7, and my brain hurts.
And also, but it's not really though, because it's the dream symbol. It's not like the normal like Arkham, like kind of I don't know, whatever. I bought them because they were cool colors,
What
and
game?
I was in.
Of Vorthos, you'll get into the lore about dice. I love it.
I was in Montreal, and I had like everything's fake money because you feel really rich when you're in Canada when you're spending American dollars. Also, I was like spending somebody else's money because I was there on business, so I was expensing everything. So like it was great.
Before.
That is gonna be what I do. And
You
I'm
played-
gonna pass the turn after.
What was it you played there?
I played Eternal God Kefnet. It's the 4/5. So it's not. This isn't the one that is indestructible. This is the War of the Spark one that if I want to, it can go third from the top.
It's the 4. It's the 4/5 that like doubles your spells or
4/5
whatever.
flyer. Yes. So when I reveal I may reveal the first card I draw each turn when I draw it. Whenever I reveal an instant sorcery card this way, copy that spell, and I may cast the copy. The copies cost 2 less.
And Elspeth is currently how much?
Elspeth is currently at 6.
Does Elspeth have a sweet ultimate or no?
Everything
not
is
this
indestructible.
One. Don't look at it. Don't pay attention. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry.
It's an emblem where everything is indestructible. Under my
Jason
control.
is the threat here. Don't worry about Elspeth.
What?
And Never Now
How
makes
dare you.
everything being indestructible good. In a problematic way.
Ben, my friend, Ben, dearest, I would never lie to you. I would never try to obscure anything that I've ever done. I just want to play this card. She's pretty. Like, look at her. She's Elspeth. It's Christine Sprankle. It's really good. It's fine.
But how much is the minus?
It's fine. It's 8.
Okay. And it's at 6 currently?
You got 2 more turns, yeah.
So you got a 4/5 flyer over there.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have 2 1/1 soldiers and a 1/1 skeleton.
All right, sweet. And Alex, you just have a Niambi and nothing else?
I have a bunch of untapped mana and a Thassa of Deep Dwellings. So I can tap a creature, another target
Which
creature.
is your deep dweller? Which one is that?
This one.
And
That's
I can't see it. What does it do?
as long I'll just bring it up. Just as long as devotion, blah 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 blah. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one other target creature you control, and return that card. Yeah, it's the blink one. And then 3 blue, tap another target creature.
Okay. So my turn. Taps.
Yes, definitely your turn.
Untap. Okay. Smothering Abomination upkeep trigger. Dockside Extortionist will be sacrificed to Abomination. And when that happens, I will put a counter on Jury. And I will draw a card. And then I will draw off my
MMP,
turn.
not trying to be offensive to Canadians, all Americans know is buying things. If I get like 3 medical bills that are over $10,000, I just don't have another option. So I'm gonna buy dice in your country.
That's our revenge, stealing your dice.
I've got that going for me.
where the symbol is on the wrong side.
That is. It wasn't the LGS's
It's-
fault. The LGS that I went to was lovely.
I feel like it's because it's the metric system has caused this problem.
No, the metric system is flawless. Be quiet. It was literally just like that weird Lovecraft dice. They're a little weird, you could say, in the original.
All right. I'm going to tap 2. And I'm going to play Blood Artist. And
That's bad.
then I will...
You're all scary. I just have my not anywhere close to devotion god and
About.
This is
Yes,
blue-
tell Ben he's scary. He doesn't think he's scary.
You will. Come on, Alex. You've played against this deck enough to know. You've learned your lesson. This deck doesn't actually
you just can
do anything.
outright murder people in one turn.
just dinks and dunks.
There are
Just dinks and
multiple
dunks.
games where you're like, oh man, if you hadn't killed me, I would have killed everyone on my turn that I had tapped on.
But it never wins. So Niambi, for 3, you can tap it, discard a legendary thing, and draw. For 3, you can tap a creature, and then you have 5 mana open right now. Alex?
Say it again.
Did we lose Alex? You have 5 mana open. Niambi's ability costs 3 to activate, and so does Thassa's.
Thassa's costs 4.
Thassa's costs 4 to activate. Got it.
And I
And
have
taps, you got an Elspeth at 6, a 4/5 flyer, and a 1/1. And how close are you to casting your commander?
My commander is 6, and I am currently at 5. As a note, Nevinral, he needs to, like, when he dies, I have to pay 1 to have the Wrath effect go off.
Okay.
So if I play him on 6, I can't actually Wrath the board if he dies.
Got
So.
it.
but
and
Elsbeth
then
can ultimate
Jason-
it as soon as she gets to 8.
Jason, you've got a 4/6. You have a Cryptghast. Do you have an Urborg now?
I do, yeah.
So now all of your swamps tap for 2.
I mean, that's not the main reason I like having Crypt Gas, but yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Yeah,
You have a
Ben-
Skull
Ben-
Clamp.
But I'm gonna offer you.
and a Phyrexian Altar.
I'm gonna offer you a small deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna if you attack Elsbeth, I will
Mhm.
before blockers can be declared tap Kefnet with your flyer. So not killing Elsbeth, just putting Elsbeth at 2, so she's very far away from killing anyone.
So
And then-
you are.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's-
so the
That's
thing about
politicking,
that
baby.
is, I guess my Splattering Abomination is the thing that's going to have a chance to get Elspeth lower. It's just that my flyer is the only thing that's going to comfortably be able to get through to actually mess with Jason.
why is Jason doing that needs to be messed with more than a Planeswalker ultimate giving the board wipe deck indestructible everything forever?
It's a fair point.
He's
I just
concerned
like to
about
push
my
Niambi.
2 basic lands in hand and my Crypt Gas.
I mean, like Jason Alt is not spooky, but you doing 4 damage to Jason is not nearly as like the
Like, this is
EV is
super
not as
unfair
high.
and a slight against the fighting game community because Sonya is like the worst character in Mortal Kombat. So I think y'all should leave me alone.
Well, that's why I'm not killing Elsbeth. I'm just putting her at 2, or I'm hoping
All
Ben
right,
does with my
here's
help.
the deal, Alex. So I like your offer, and I'm willing to work with you on this. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is what I need from you. Okay.
All right.
I have to be able to attack you with Dreadhorde Butcher and have you take the damage.
With Dreadhorde Butcher, that's the 3.
He's a 3/3.
Yeah,
I just need to
that's
get a counter on Dreadhorde Butcher.
Don't care about that at all. Go for it. Enjoy your counter.
All right. So if I attack you with Dreadhorde Butcher, so then Jury has to go somewhere, and Jury doesn't matter if Jury goes against Jason because the 4/6 Bantu. Oh no, Bantu can't attack or block.
Bono cannot block unless I sack my Crypt Gas, which I'm not super inclined to do. It turns
Yeah,
out.
and even if you did, it's just a 4/6.
also, Bantu's stack ability is 2,
Yeah.
so you have to pay 1.
No, but doesn't
He
he
has-
have,
he has-
doesn't he
he
have
has
altar or
frick-
something?
He has
Oh,
friction.
does he have?
also.
Oh, he has Altar.
The Crypt
Alright,
Gas
alright.
on the Phyrexian Altar, yeah.
All right, Alex, I'll take your deal. So if you tap down,
You have to attack first.
okay. Tappy, I'm going to come at you in the air for 4, and
No,
Alex,
no.
I'm coming at you on the
You have to attack
ground.
Elsbeth
You're
for
gonna
4.
hit my face for 4, please.
Elspeth.
Great.
Elspeth for 4. Alex, I'm coming at you for 3 on the ground
Okay.
with Dreadhorde Butcher. And Jury is coming at you, Jason, for 5.
All right. In
And
response,
Peter-
We can come at Tappy.
I'm gonna tap God Eternal Kefnet.
I'm gonna be real embarrassed if I'm the first one out and you guys play for another hour.
I don't think.
What are
it'll
you
be.
doing? Are you blocking Jury or no?
I
mean,
tapped
me?
Kefnet. I tapped Kefnet. Kefnet is tapped.
Captain is tapped.
Thank you for the
Killing that,
follow,
Jerry.
Film Hooligans.
Hey,
Oh, hey John, what's
Oh.
up, man?
Hey,
sorry, what's coming at me?
and Nerd Herd and Mikey.
Just
And
4
Carlos
coming
and
at Elspeth is all that's coming at you.
Oh yeah.
Alex,
okay,
you
that
take
makes sense.
3.
Yes.
I get a counter. Jason, you have a 5/5 commander coming at you.
I ate all the damage. I went to 31, and I have 8 commander damage, and I'm
Cool. I am leaving open a Molten Slag Heap, a Badlands. I have an untapped Carrion Feeder and Blood Artist, and I have 1 treasure remaining, 3 cards in hand, and I'm done with my turn.
Okay. Now the Elspeth is not terrifying.
Untap Mo Vault.
I saved Jason for life. And yeah.
Well, here's where the game gets interesting. Not interesting. This is very slow and mess withable, I guess. I'll play Captivating Clue.
Ooh, chat has asked if there are any good Canadian conventions worth traveling to. I'm assuming in the future and or in the before times, because right now there are not. Stares wistfully into the void.
I've got 1 mana floating.
I can't wait to go back to Montreal. I want to eat more duck.
Yeah. Yeah, I got black floating. Oh, there's not a way I can do that. Ooh. I'll have to use the mana vault, I think. That being the case, I'll extort, get some life back.
Cool. You all take 1?
You want to take 1?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. I've been smacked by Jury too many times. So I'm going to gain control of Jury with Captivating Crew.
Well, I can sack Jury in response because I do have a Carrion Feeder. So if you want to do it...
I was going to sack it to Phyrexian Altar, so it's dead either way.
He wants it gone more than he wants it.
All right. So in response to you going after it with Captivating Crew, I will sack Jury, Carrion Feeder, which will... Let's stack the triggers. Okay, so sacking Jury to Carrion Feeder. When I do that, I draw a card off Smothering Abomination. Draw that card. Blood Artist triggers. Gonna go at you, Jason. You lose 1, I gain 1. Then Jury dies, and 5 damage. I'm gonna put Jury in the command zone. 5 damage should go where?
Tappy's at 38.
I know, but you just killed my creature. You were the one who did it.
You killed your creature.
How big is Captivating Crew, and what's their deal again?
It's a 4/3, and I would love to get more than 1 use out of it. So if you don't kill it, I promise not to take your stuff anymore.
What does it do?
It has the ability for 4 red mana to threaten. 3 and a red threaten.
Yep.
No tapping. It just can do it as many times as it's wanted to do.
I won't take your stuff for 3 turns if you let it live.
You're gonna let him take your thing, make you kill it, and just let him keep the thing that killed your thing.
Jason, you're not gonna, even if I keep attacking you, you're not gonna steal stuff with your Captivating Crew?
I will not use Captivating Crew to take any of your creatures for 3 turns if you do not kill it.
Notice the exact lawyered language of that favor, which said only Captivating Crew won't steal your stuff, not other things that it has.
I feel like this is evil. I feel like this is evil twin talk. Like, I think you should just choose violence.
There's a lot.
You can keep attacking me. I can keep attacking him, but I will not use Captivating Crew to take control of one of his creatures for 3 turns.
This is like a advertisement for medication where it's like, you know, this will help with your pain, but also might kill you and you get cancer and you're going to have urinary tract infections and all the other bad things. So I think it's, you can take that. You can take that as you will, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, you're at 33 right now, so I would bring you to 28.
Yeah, I mean, I can extort myself back up. I'm not worried about my life total as much as I am about playing fun cards on webcam, and Captivating Crew is a very fun Magic card.
What do you guys think? Tappy and Alex, what should I do here?
I would kill the Captivating Crew.
You see, as someone with absolutely no bias and no horse in this race myself, I think you should kill Jason. Also, I have a transatlantic accent and I sound fancy, so you should listen to me. I don't know why I
From the
I don't know
Warfront,
why I've
captivating
become this
crew.
way, but I might be stuck this way for the rest of the time. I might go fix myself a fancy martini.
They are going to say
Uh,
kill crew because the fact that I want it alive but promised not to use it on you basically means I'm guaranteeing I will use it on them. So of course they're going to say kill it.
I need a
Tappy
3-turn
said,
guarantee from you that you're
Kill
not gonna
Jason,
steal
not the
my-
crew.
I need a
Obviously, I
3-turn
like
guarantee
the
from
fact that Jason
you.
is assuming you're too stupid to have figured out that Kessler and I are both in our best interest, which of course we are. As a good capitalist in the 1930s, obviously.
I will always give you the best advice for you and me.
Your next 3 turns, Jason, you can't use captivating crew against me, or attack me, or steal any of my things with any other permanents. I'll take that deal.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ooh, cutting out that sub. Yeah, get rid of the small type.
We're not going with a
Oh
small
my, we've
deal
got
here.
a fascinating caper here.
No appendixes. My clan accepts none of the appendices.
Okay. I will, if you do not kill captivating crew, I will not use captivating crew to steal your stuff or any other card to steal your stuff or attack you for 3 turns if you don't kill captivating crew or attack me.
You can still kill your stuff.
I have to keep attacking you, but I
yeah.
won't kill captivating crew.
Oh, that's not a
Judge
good
in the
deal.
chat who could broker this deal in some blood with at least a...
Two turns, no attacks.
That's not enough. It's jury's gonna take me 2 turns to even attack again.
This negotiation is lasting
That's a
longer
good
than
point.
it should. Just
That's
kill.
a good point. You're not going to be dealing me commander damage, which is what I'm mostly worried about. I won't.
I'm going to
I
go
won't
put on a
spoil-
fancy
okay.
large hat with a feather in it, and Kessler, I'm going to make myself a fancy cocktail. Would you
I'm gonna
also
count
like
down
one?
from
It's going to
5,
be a
and if the
Gibson
answer's
instead of
no,
a
I'm just gonna
martini,
kill
so we'll
captivating
have
crew
cocktail
right
onions,
Onions
Actually,
are
All right,
Fine.
olives.
always.
I wanted
olives
to.
are bad.
I wanted a
Onions are
counter
good.
offer, but Tappy will not stop talking. So yeah, I guess I'll take your table
Uh-huh.
deal.
Yes.
So we can have
All right.
fun on webcam.
Captivating crew survives. I deal 5 to you, Jason.
Brutal. This is you filibustered a negotiation. Are you happy?
Yeah,
It was
I'm
pretty
happy
strong.
about
It
it.
was a
Yes, I
strong
am.
negotiation just now. I got a lot of value out of that one. That was like a.
I'm gonna
That was like
enlighten tutor at the end of your turn, Jason. Even if your turn is not done, I'm gonna do
I
that.
think it's still
now.
my turn. I don't think it's Jason's turn yet.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
right?
my. It was.
Oh,
I
no,
did
that
it on
was
my
your
turn.
Yeah,
That was your turn.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, it's been my turn for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm
get
gonna
past
I'm gonna
this.
clamp up the crew because if someone else kills the crew, I would like to get some value out of it at least. So we're gonna give them the clamps like we should have in the first place. And now I will pass the turn.
I am enlightened tutoring. Hold. I will probably be getting that card, but I'm gonna look at all
I've
the other
watched a
options.
single episode of WandaVision. Is that accent WandaVision?
It goes through every era of television.
Oh, sure,
Sitcom, so it starts in 1950s, 1960s, and they all have that. They do the thing that all TV shows did back then, which was that.
Sure. I was about to start talking about how I feel like that's what I would sound like if I was complaining about the fact that those dirty, unwashed workers took my daddy's railway station, and I wrote one of the longest books in human history about how much I was sad about it.
I'll be right back.
I do appreciate that accent isn't real and exists purely because it was the most. I'm going to use the word legible, but it was the sound version of that on
Yes.
old timey radio. All right, I put a Crucible Worlds on top of my deck. I untap. I draw Crucible Worlds.
Fancy.
I will tap this and these 2 pawns, and I'll play Crucible Worlds, and then I'll play a Jonjo Castle out of my graveyard.
I like how whatever the colors of your deck, you manage to be able to just play lands.deck.
Yeah. That's what we're doing here.
Sure.
I don't want to do anything else. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm not scary. Don't look. I'm.
What did you play, Alex?
I
it a
played
Crucible?
a Crucible Worlds, and I got my Jonjo Castle for my graveyard and put it into play.
Alex with a Crucible. That's always scary.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like no matter what color of deck Kessler plays, he will manage to play lands and value deck.
The intent here is to discard legendary lands and then get them with Crucible Worlds. It's maybe the most innocent thing I've ever done with the Crucible Worlds.
All right. Well, speaking of innocent and totally fine, reasonable things to do, I already just drew my card off of Kefnet. I didn't do the Kefnet thing. He mostly just exists here to be a blocker for all my Planeswalkers. And on the note of Planeswalkers, I'm going to play a Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Oof.
I'm going to tick him up. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to untap 2 lands at the beginning of my end step. No, next end step, yeah. So I'm going to tick up Elspeth, make another soldier. And question here is, I feel like this is like the fun option, and I think it's I'm gonna Scheming Symmetry, and me and Kessler can each go get a card, and they go on top of our library.
Ooh.
It's not each opponent; it's target opponent.
It's target opponent. It's choose 2 target players. So if we were playing 2-headed giant, it would be really good. Right now, I mean, me and Kessler are kind of just 2-headed giant because we're like
You guys are
the
scary.
last 2 single brain cells in somebody's skull, but like that's also fine. So they go on top of our library cast, by the way.
Got it. Cool.
I actually don't even know what I want. I just like wanted to use that card because it was the thing I could do.
That's a cool card. That's cool.
Oh, actually, God, okay. I hate myself.
No, you don't.
Because are you gonna be mean? Is it a mean?
No. I hate myself because I'm gonna make a decision that lets my friends have the most fun possible.
Okay. I don't get any card. There's one card that seems like
You
the
do not
safe...
have to reveal it, also, Cass.
Yes, there's like a safe choice, and then there's sweet choices. I'm gonna go with the safe choice. Cool.
I am fun at parties. I'm not fun most other places, but I'm really fun at parties. 2020 was a rough year for Tappy.
Ooh, I'm realizing I need to get the blue legendary land in foil now.
Which one? There's a few of them.
The one that untaps.
Yeah, there's the one that returns to your hand, and there's the one from Champions.
The untappy one.
There's the whatchamacallit in the clouds, and then Nico
Or
Koro
Burrow,
is like the
Castle in the Clouds or whatever.
Yeah. Not the one. I guess that one also would be good in this deck because you can return it to your hand when you're flooded, and then tap and discard it with Niambi to draw them cards.
This is the card I want, yes.
Yeah, I want both. I need both. That's okay. Lessons learned. Both are good here.
All right. So, whoops, Teferi shouldn't be at 1. He should be at 5. I'm going to actually use the same dice the same colors, because I have the dice that match, so I might as well use them. Okay, that resolves. I don't ever do combat, so I'm going to pass turn.
All right. End of turn.
Minamo School at Water's Edge is the card we're thinking of.
I'm going to put a counter on the Molten Slag Heap. End
And
of
then
turn.
Nico Koro is the other one. Isn't there a...
No, Miko Koro's the one that makes everybody draw, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Which was, and then there's the new one, which is better, right? Because it's
There's Unte Dake that you have to spend the 2 mana on legendaries or whatever.
Well, there's Castle
also be
Vantress,
right
too,
back.
which is the other one that lets you draw. Well, you
I'm
strike.
going to, on upkeep, to Smothering Abomination, sacrifice this. It's a bummer. Carrion Feeder's going to go away. And draw a card. And then I will draw a card for turn.
Blood Artist trigger.
Blood Artist trigger, correct. Let's put it at you.
Me for reminding you?
Yes, sir. You know. That's that. You're right. You can keep it. You can keep your life. I'll go with Tappy. Tappy's at 38. You go to 36.
I mean, that's probably also just fair. Gross, but also you've got spunk, kid. I'm sorry. I promise I'll stop. I make no such promises.
Alex, how badly do you want that Elspeth to die? And or that Teferi to die?
Rude.
They're over here playing two-headed giant tutors together. Like, they're on a team. We should get with it.
Alex is not paying attention.
It sure isn't.
Okay.
He wants you to
I don't know why
symmetrically scheme with him more.
I don't know why I thought that was gonna work.
Let's go ahead and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will play this Erebos, Bleak-Hearted, which currently is a creature.
Did I say players can't gain life? Is that the one?
No, as long as your devotion is less than it isn't a creature, it's indestructible 5/6. Whenever another creature you control dies, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. And for 2, I can sack another creature. Target creature gets -2, -1 till end of turn.
Oh, brutal.
All right, so I'm going to go. Alex, can you hear me?
That's just his way to avoid taking damage. You just pretend he can't hear it, so you attack somebody else.
That was an
ruse.
option.
Well, not for you, because you can't not talk for 30 seconds.
That is very true. You
But
definitely
for other
nailed my
people, it is
weakness.
an option.
Ugh.
Tappy, you have a 4/5 flying blocker that if I can't get Alex's attention, I can't get him to tap it down.
I know. Oh no.
Alex, Earth to Alex. Help me, Alex One Kenobi. We need your help. Nope. All right. Well,
This is Major Ben to cast control.
I'm
That's a
back,
good one.
and I will be slightly less thirsty.
there we go. All right, Alex.
Goodness.
I'm entering my attack step here. So this is your prompt. So you only have 3 mana open though, right? So you can't tap anything.
Correct.
Okay. Then you have a Niambi, which is how big?
2/1.
And your Thus is not a creature.
Thas is not a creature.
Okay. Are you going to tap any of my things when I? Oh, you can't. Okay.
I do have untapped mana and spell cards in my hand, so if you do
Yeah.
something mean to me, I could get revenge.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go get the hand that I left over there. As you decide what you're going to do to me.
Tappy's like pretty scary over there.
Really am not, I promise.
Is your god
guess-
alive right now? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
My god is alive right now. Yeah, I guess I'll come at you. Jason, I'll come at you for 4 in the air. Alex, I'll come at you with a 4/4 on the ground, and I'll leave Blood Artist back. I have 1 treasure open right now. That's my plan.
I will. It's a 4/4.
Mhm.
It'd be better if it was a 3/3.
Come on, just take 4. Let me get my counter.
I'm gonna let you get a counter.
Great.
Actually, I'm gonna block.
With your 2/1? All right.
Yep, that's it. Yep, I'm gonna block.
All right. Stays at 4. Jason, do you take 4?
Not happy about it, but I took it.
All right. Well, I don't get a counter on Dreadhorde Butcher, right? Because it has to do combat damage to a player or planeswalker. That's a bummer. And then I'm gonna, or another creature dies. Oh yeah. So I'll put the Blood Artist trigger on you, Alex. You lose 1, I gain 1.
Wow, you kill my creature and you do damage to my face?
You could have just taken the 4 and given me a counter, but you decided to block, which was like, I don't know why you did that.
Well, I've now taken a net of one damage versus 5.
Right. Exactly.
And my 2 mana.
I have 5 cards in hand, 1 treasure open. I will pass.
Pay 4 mana to untap Mana Vault. Just ripping lands. Left and right. Tappy, you have got Eternal Kefnet, is that correct?
I do, yes. So it is not indestructible. It will die, but I can choose to put it third finish.
Ben, quick reminder to be looking at YouTube's chat.
Okay.
Hi, everyone on YouTube. I'm sorry Ben wasn't looking at chat. And me.
I will gain
I'm also
control.
sorry.
God Eternal Kefnet.
Get to the chop.
Get to the job. That is also a very good one.
It's one of the best.
Ooh, Tappy is less sarcastic than Jason. Just chat asked Tappy versus Jason who is the more scientist? Why did I read sarcastic?
Well, she's employed as a scientist, and I'm not.
Yeah. I would say Jason
Tappy,
is
do you
more
have your
sarcastic.
masters?
Tappy is more scientist.
Tappy, do you have your masters?
I think she's muted.
I decided to make money and buy a house instead of getting a master's.
Yep. That makes sense. And if you have a master's as a chemist, that just tells everybody that you tried to get a PhD and you worked on your
And you
project
didn't?
for 5
Yeah,
years and it
exactly.
failed,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just doing the research thing, and they're just, like, paying me to get all the certifications and, like, learn stuff anyway, which is kind of just good. So,
You have like multiple of them.
yeah, I have, like, multiple, like, useless majors and stuff, but I have, like, the ones that matter.
You have enough degrees for the rest of us.
What's Elspeth at, Tappy?
Elspeth's at 3,
Trace.
so you could
And
kill her with
Tef-
Kefnet.
Teferi's at
Teferi's
what?
at 4.
5.
Sorry, Teferi's at 5, so you can't kill Teferi, you could kill Elspeth.
Which... No, Kefnet's a 5-6, right?
Kefnet's a 4-5.
Oh. Other Kefnet.
You
you can take backsies if you want to.
You
but-
can put the skull clamp on
I
Kefnet.
could clamp it up.
Oh, sure. You
You
could
can
clamp
give it the
up
clamps.
Kefnet.
Give him the clamps, boss. I'm gonna clamp up Kefnet and swing it to Fairy.
All right. Well,
Ah, damn. I thought for a second they had John Joe Castle said target permanent and not target creature because it would have been
Post combat,
sweet,
sure,
but doesn't
I
say
will
that.
sack Kefnet to Phyrexian Altar.
sure.
I'll draw 2 cards.
Do I want Kefnet to go? Kefnet can actually just go to the yard.
I will trigger Blood Artist.
Yay.
I will hit you, Alex, for 1.
What?
Again.
That's messed
Jason
up.
has just ruined my plan.
Okay.
Suck it, nerd. Boy, this Bantu
Suck it, nerd. I'm a better scientist than you.
Bantu just isn't really doing
That's
much,
true.
is it? I'm gonna clamp up the Bantu.
I don't know why
and
my
sack-
brain read Oh, you're sacking Bantu?
Sack it.
Clamp and Bantu.
Sack it. Draw 2 cards.
Oh, so we get our cards back.
You know.
Dope. Come here, Raph.
We all do?
You don't get Bantu back.
Oh,
I
I
get-
don't. Okay.
I get Kranko
Does
back.
Oh wait,
Bantu just
great.
stay in exile? Does Bantu just live in exile?
no,
then?
you do get Bantu back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get Bantu
Oh.
back.
When it happens, I'm
Yeah.
going to trigger Blood Artist and hit you, Tappy. You go to 36. I'll gain 1.
Gross. Wow. Insult and injury.
Hey, Braden. Braden says hey to everyone individually
Hayden Braden.
and chat.
Hey, fantastic.
And
Howdy,
I'll use the
friend.
mana from Phyrexian Altar to clamp up the crew. And we're gonna do some non-Valky shenanigans next turn, I think. So let's pass the turn and try not to get murdered.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to prevent murder by revealing the card that I'm going to draw, which is Terminus, that I tutored for thanks to Tappy. And I'm going to tap this plains. I'm going to cast Terminus.
I'll sack Captivating Crew, so it goes to the yard, and I'll sack Crypt Gas, so it goes to the yard. So I'll draw 2
I
cards.
sadly don't have a single sack outlet, so Reassembling Skeleton goes into my deck.
Shake my fist.
Do they just go on the bottom cast, or do I have to shuffle?
Bottom.
Cool. That's what I
I
thought.
also no longer have a sack outlet, which is a huge bummer.
And your god is a creature, so it also goes away. Feels great.
Sure is.
So many pips.
Trying to think if there's any cleverness.
You do get 2 triggers from Jason sacking things to do damage to me, Ben.
I will do all of it to you.
I know. This is like the Star Wars I know, but with wrath and revenge instead of love.
Yeah, I just don't have. I'm so bummed out that I just am missing brutal. That's really...
I'm just bummed out that Jason just ruined my attempts to just.
Kefnet is now in your graveyard, where under all other circumstances it would be in under your deck.
Yeah, but
I lost captivating crew, Tappy.
I had a plan, and
deal.
then Jason just ruined my plan to do Tappy things. I don't even know if I was gonna win the game, but I was gonna.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I should never have sacrificed Carrion Feeder. That was a bad move.
I was gonna do some stuff. All right.
Smothering Abomination is it's a hell of a card. I like it, but it's.
I'm just gonna play right into the.
It's very scary.
I'm just gonna play right into the counterspell that's coming on Kessa's turn. So.
You played no.
Right,
oh no. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's my turn. So I had Temporal Mastery on top of my deck.
Hey! You know, we're the god side's bringing the miracles. I feel like this is all meant to be. I'm not gonna counter that. You do you.
All right. I appreciate you, Alex Kessler.
Hey,
my hand is so bad.
It's a miracle.
All right, so I'm gonna play Temporal Mastery. I'm gonna plus Elspeth. I'm gonna make another soldier. I'm just gonna put that on top. I know it gets exiled, but that way I will remember to not. But the problem is now I can't actually do anything. I had a plan. What else do I have here? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna see what I draw into here. I'm gonna play a Command Sphere, and then this is the turn. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I was really counting on having Kefnet around, and I didn't think that was happening. But that's because I'm bad at Magic, so it's fine. All right. This gets exiled.
What if I could bring Kefnet back to life? You won't learn that technique from a Jedi, but there are ways to bring Kefnet back.
Are you done, Taps?
No, I get a second turn. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, I have dose turns.
How can you learn these techniques?
Not.
Yeah, but see, the problem is I feel like there's always a greater evil, and what if I just did that?
It's always Alex, Tappy. The greater evil.
I'm gonna play Bantu, and then I'm gonna play Teferi Time Raveler.
Why so many Teferis?
Because I'm playing Esper colors, and I don't actually want to play my commander, because I also kind of hate what he does. I just wanted to make an Esper control deck.
Wanted to make
and
the deck?
blame Jason Alt for the shit that I did and the turns that I took.
Alex, are you really going to let Teferi happen?
No, I'm not.
Yeah?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it one bit.
Graveyard or exile? Does it matter?
It'll be going to your graveyard. I
don't think I can get any of them back, but
Yeah. I just have to make a decision if I want to also. No, I'm just gonna straight up forbid and let it go to my graveyard, and not have the threat of forbid with buyback on everyone's head to come and attack me.
Right.
Yep.
I am gonna. I do have another turn though, so I'm gonna put another counter on Elspeth, and I will make 2 soldiers. You
have the remainder of this turn. You don't have a third turn.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
sorry,
okay.
I hadn't used Elspeth yet. I'm gonna swing. I want to play the attacky game because I want to be one of the cool kids. I'm gonna swing 1/1 white soldier creature token at Bateman to send a message.
It's a good message.
And Bantu's not alive, cannot activate her this turn, so. She got 2.
What cost 2?
It costs 2 to sacrifice a creature with Bantu, so that she can attack.
Got it.
That's the idea.
Oh, you do not have the mana for it. Got it, because you cast
I do
Teferi
not
and
have
okay.
single mana.
And I think Bantu has Summoning Sickness.
Yeah, but as far as blocking or anything.
Oh, blocking.
Like that,
Sure.
I still can't even do that because it's all the same.
Are you done?
I am in fact done. So,
Mr. Bateman.
I just want. Yeah,
It is my turn. Untap.
Mr. Bateman, you're taking one, and then it's your turn.
Ooh,
I
good
took
to know.
one, eh?
I wanted to join the combat party, so I swung a soldier in at you.
I still have this.
That party's scary. You make people unhappy with you. You have to do math, count.
See, but Kessler, this is the secret, is I make other people do math for me. Like,
That's right. I guess math is for blockers.
Like, math is literally for blockers, and even when I am the blocker, I make Carson do it for me.
It's fair. What if Contrix is just defenders matters?
I'll cast
just lean
Cranko.
really into that meme.
I'll cast Cranko and pass.
No! I
very-
wanted to avoid this. All right.
You could have had a Krinko in play for a very long time.
Yeah, but like...
I'm not playing a Goblin deck here, guys. Cranko's going to make me exactly one Goblin next turn.
That's what it would have done for me. Well, this is we're gonna have some fun here playing Magic: The Gathering, a children's card game. I would play Draugr Necromancer.
A Deckmaster's game. Ooh, that
A
card.
non-token creature an opponent controls would die. Exile that creature with an ice counter on it instead. I may cast spells from among cards in exile my opponent's own with ice counters on them, and I may spend mana from snow sources as though they were mana of any color to cast those spells.
Gross.
Draugr Necromancer is the only reason I'm running snow-covered lands in this deck.
I was waiting for, like, the Arkham's Astrolabe drop,
Nah.
honestly.
Not doing any other shenanigans except for Draugr Necromancer. A card that I think is a little bit friendlier than Turgid. Turgid's not in this deck. I put Turgid in my Natha the Guiltleaf deck. I played a Pox and all my opponents scooped. And I was like, all right, even if Turgid's not your commander, it's still probably too dirty for
The problem is I
casual webcam games.
like Turgid a lot as the Lantern, because the Lantern, like, moves games along really well, and I wish we could just, like...
Yeah.
I wish I, like, if we played with people who were all responsible enough to just play the Lantern side of it when we still had potentially, like, 10 turns to play, it would be fine, but...
I also I don't know if a deck playing Pox is like a good example of Turgid being just fine.
I mean, it's Nath the Guiltleaf. Like, it's one of the few decks where, like, you would actually want to play some discard and sack stuff, you know? Otherwise, like...
Well, yeah, but I guess my point is, like, Nath, I've never played, and Nath was, like, the second deck I ever built in Commander, and I had never played a game with and or against it that didn't just become unfun because everyone discarded their hands. And Turgid is obviously good in that, but it's like...
Yeah,
So what's going on now?
But, like...
Kyle's playing Sidisi, it looks like.
Jason?
Jason,
No,
sorry. What did I say?
Rakshasa Debaser. When it attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard on the battlefield under my control.
What are the two cards next to each other there? You got a black card and a...
Yeah, Draugr Necromancer. If a non-token opponent would die, I exile it, and then I can play those spells, and I can use snow mana as if it's mana of any color. And Debaser is a 6/6, and when it attacks, I can put a creature from the defending player's graveyard on the battlefield under my control. I told you I was going to be about these shenanigans. And then finally, I'm going to play Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter.
I was gonna say spooky, but he's not really spooky. He's just space mischievous.
So I'm going to tick him up to 7 and exile the top card of everybody's library.
You get to see it though, right?
Yep, everybody gets to see it.
All right, mine is Academy Ruins.
Mine's
Kinda
deadly.
plain.
Mine is Deadly Rollick.
Deadly Rollick. Okay, so Tybalt gives me an emblem that says I can play your stuff. And then, Rollick. Academy Ruins, and what do you got, Tappy?
I got a Plains.
I got it.
Plains. Gross.
Eat shit. I got a Plains.
You may play or you may cast.
You may play. So I can play your lands.
Cool, got it.
The 2 pink dice on Tybalt look like boobs.
Do they?
I mean, I'm a 12-year-old boy, so, like, yeah.
Here. I'll put them both on 1. Everyone remembers that's on 7, but now they look even more like boobs.
Maximizing the boob similarities.
So yeah,
Hey,
Jason wasn't the
My
threat,
friend
was he?
Sydney
Of
wants to
course
see
Jason
some
was the
boobies.
threat.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry
So
for
what's going on?
ruining your streamcast, but
You're
the
fine.
dice, they just.
We just got demonetized.
Oh no, you're streaming to YouTube too. Oh no, I actually feel bad.
Oh, it's fine.
I got nothing. I got nothing hasty, so I'll pass the turn, and I will mourn
CDH Cast
my
says,
dead
"What's up?"
captivating crew.
Okay.
What's up?
What's up, CDH Cast?
I untap. I didn't have to do the 2-way mana. Nope. All right, cool. I draw. Yes. I play a island.
Sydney's over here talking about boobs, and then the bot's like, "Make sure to donate to children's charities."
You're not wrong. That is what it did. that is in fact what happened here.
Speaking of boobs, children are hungry.
Every one of these cards says pretty much the same word on it. All of these things are real scary. I can't do anything about it, though. I can hope that everyone else can, though. Which I feel like is the best thing to do here. So I'm going to end my turn.
Extremely gross.
Let me know. Okay, yeah, I ended my turn. Oh, I guess I could have done that.
Taking out the Valky seems like a good thing to do, but unfortunately,
That's
Now, yeah, now
having
Tibble.
to do that anymore.
so much mana. Valky's at 8?
Valky's at 7.
7. That's so much.
And critically, Nevin Roll does not blow up planeswalkers.
Oh no!
I haven't noticed. Alright, I'm gonna play Swamp, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Might just play. What are...
Can't you jump? Can't you jump like a soldier and go after Tybalt?
Who can jump me a soldier?
Don't you have a Elspeth?
Oh, you mean like literally the other ability on Elspeth that says that I can do this thing?
Right.
I can jump Bantu, actually.
Can Bantu attack right now?
Yeah. Because I can sacrifice one of my soldiers and jump Bantu into the air and swing at Tybalt for 7. Hey, look at me reading the cards. I did this all by myself, and no one suggested anything to me. I came up with this all by myself. It's flawless, and I should be awarded full credit.
Are either of your creatures able to block, Jason? A flyer?
No, they cannot block a flyer.
I mean, it seems like a good thing to do.
Yeah, right? I'm really glad I came up with this plan all by myself. So I'm going to sacrifice one of my soldier tokens. I am going to scry 1, and each opponent loses a life, and I gain a life. I'm going to put that on the bottom.
I'm slowly dying to extort triggers.
Yeah, so this is an extort, so I only gain the 1 because this is instance rather than like total. But then I'm gonna tick Elspeth up to 6 because I have a 6 on this dice because it's a real dice because that's how dice should be made. I'm gonna give Bantu +3/+3 and flying, and I'm gonna swing Bantu at Tybalt.
I will play Deadly Rollick. I control my commander, so I will play Deadly Rollick for 0 mana and exile your Bantu.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah, I think it's worth getting
Whoa,
involved.
whoa.
Please, cast.
Just let me blow her out. You monster.
Draining Welk comes into play.
Ah!
Is it how much mana
Why
was
you
spent to
like
play
this?
it, or is it equal to its mana cost?
Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the spell's converted mana cost or mana value. No.
Mana value, which is 4, so you have a 5/5 Draining Welk, and Tybalt
No,
just
it's
gets
Deadly Rollick's value is it is 4.
is 4.
Yeah.
Well, Tibbs
I looked
gets
it
biffed
up.
right in his dumb planeswalker face. Ooh! You'll rue this day, Alex Kessler!
I think Tappy did the damage. I just protected Tappy.
You,
It was all
you
Ben's
prevented
idea.
me from blowing her out with a Deadly Rollick that she knew I had.
Yeah, but I could have an Academy Ruins in
Game,
play.
You didn't take my shit earlier, so obviously this is all your fault.
I could have added
Oh
Academy
no, what if I
Ruins.
got to play Tybalt next turn for more triggers? Oh no.
So I'm going to just play this, I think. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna play Soul of New Phyrexia
Sick.
for 6.
Gross.
So yeah, it's the big 6/6 trampoline friend. Does cool stuff. Also, it's it's mine because I'm Elish Norn. Obviously, I'm extremely dignified and in charge of an entire plane. So that's me. It's Elish Norn, and I'm gonna pass the turn. I'm done.
You did not see that deadly rollick coming, and that's the worst part for me.
Well, it's
I
'cause it's
know,
over
right? Like
here.
I knew
mean,
it was
come
in
on,
your
it's
hand, and I
revealed.
just like completely forgot about it.
Well, I don't know if like you had a choice other than to bait it, right?
It's not called Fun Time Rollick. It's
Kessler, I appreciate that you're trying to save me face, but please believe that I am a dumb idiot with no object permanence. I have the object permanence of a toddler.
I
Like as soon as
appreciate-
something is out of my face,
Hey,
I will forget
hey.
it, and I trust other people to solve my problems for me because I've never
don't
been
insult my
punished even
toddler
once in my
like that,
life.
okay?
Hey, this was a trust fall exercise, and we passed. You fell, I caught, and
If
Jason's
anyone is
Tybalt
gonna
died.
catch my dumb ass, it's gonna be Cass. So that's real true, actually.
Are you
Sorry,
done
Bateman.
with
Please
your
go ahead.
turn?
While Ben takes his turn, Jason, we have a question from chat from
Yeah,
Brayden.
I was waiting to get to that, Brayden.
Can you break down the new Jason
new-
Alt website?
Yeah, it's actually not
Well,
quite a JSON Alt website.
yeah.
It was my idea, but this is Commanders Herald is an EDH focused website that I thought would be a good place to house all the pitches that I got to EDH Rec that didn't really work for EDH Rec. EDH Rec articles they're very specific, right? It's all EDH Rec data. I want those articles to tell people how to use the site, how to contextualize the data, what's overrepresented, underrepresented, etc. So as EDH Rec got more focused in the kind of articles we could publish because the pitches started getting better, I had to discard very good pitches. So we started a new site that's completely separate from EDH Rec, but like it's run by the kind of the same people. I hired Brainstorm Brewery / Channel Fireball / TCG players Corbin Hostler to do all the editing. And we put together a crack team of writers, including Charlotte Sable from the CAG, Michael Solani, who does really hilarious Reddit posts every couple of weeks, a couple of stand-up comedians we got writing articles. We're always looking for new pitches. So Commanders Herald it's going to be like a less serious, kind of like more like a newspaper maybe than EDH Rec, which is just like very, very data-focused. Commanders Herald is just the format in its entirety.
It's like like EDH Rec is the sports section of a newspaper, and you're like the editorials and news and everything else. Maybe that was a metaphor.
That's a great way of putting it. Yeah. So like there's Commander News. I hired Charlotte right before she got put on the CAG, so I was like, we got her for cheap. But I wanted somebody who understood the rules really well to do like a her first article was like, "You're all playing Obecker wrong, you idiots," stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, and I appreciate you asking me about it because I could talk about Commanders Herald for hours because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I was throwing really good pitches in the trash, and I hated that. So I got to go back to all the people that pitched me something that I couldn't use on EDH Rec and wanted to. So yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate you asking.
That's why we have you on here. It's to
thanks for letting me filibuster the game too. Appreciate that.
And now Ben has played a Priest of the Forgotten Gods and another Krenko. You got two Krenkos.
I'm gonna get cranked.
I got double Kranko and a Priest. Do no attacks. I'm tapped out. I used my treasure. Have you guys noticed that I've missed every land drop since turn 4?
I didn't notice until just now. Now I don't feel bad, but
I've been sitting here. I've drawn like so many extra cards this game, and I have not drawn a land in like 9 draws. So I'm just gonna play these guys and pass.
Not ideal.
Did you pay to untap the vault or no?
I didn't. It wasn't tapped last turn. I never used it. Did I? No. It wasn't tapped.
I thought you cast like a bunch of stuff, like Valky and... No?
Valky was murdered. There was a murder. Really, he was just punched in the face from another god. He was unprepared.
If I only could,
I don't remember, so I'll take the damage.
And then a scuttlefish snake hybrid showed up and was like, "Don't deadly Rollick, my friend."
Play Volrath Stronghold.
Get that crypt gas back.
I'll put Captivating Crew on top.
Hmm.
Yeah, Crypt Gas would be the better choice. Guess what? I'm nuts.
I don't. Obviously, Jason, I'm judging for you for your choices because I've made nothing but flawless plays this whole game. So.
I mean, you have a Elsbeth at 6 and a giant robot Phyrexian friend that are scary, and a god.
I don't regret any of my decisions, but
I gotta get rid of some of these flyers before I try to replay my Planeswalker. So I'll play Direfleet Daredevil.
Yeah.
And I will Deadly Rollick the Bantu. Hopefully for good this time.
yeah. I didn't realize Deadly Rollick was exile. That's kind of rough.
Well, it's kind of rough when I have a Drago Necromancer and I would love to play the Bantu, but it's fine.
Oh no, that's so sad for you. Like I'm so like weeping. I'm very sad. Truly, who will think of the Jasons?
I will Skull Clamp the Direfleet Daredevil. He will die to death. And I will draw 2 cards, one of which is Captivating Crew. Satisfied, I shall pass the turn.
Draw for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cards in my hand, and all of them read the same way. And I guess I should attack.
You don't have to.
I feel like I should just keep Elsbeth as a token maker. I'm gonna attack Elsbeth with Draining Welk.
Somehow Ben has managed to remain at 4. Oh, he remained at 40. He's been gaining a ton.
She goes down to 1 then?
Yes, yeah, but still alive.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
All right.
I haven't rolled out Charlotte writing CEDH stuff, Braden. Like, what's the point of having an L3 who understands the rules better than a lot of people? You know, if you can't really get granular on very complicated stuff.
Brandon makes a good point that I should not be a person to judge anyone for object permanence, which I wouldn't do any judging. I was
gonna say I don't think Kessler was like the only person who was not judging me at the table, including myself.
I was giving credit to object permanence that I hoped others may have, so that we may remember the things that exist. Oh, Charlotte's here. Hi, Charlotte.
I'm gonna play out Nevinral and make another soldier, and then I think I'm also gonna pass.
Did you summon Charlotte? That's weird, Braden. She was probably in the middle of something, and you're like a good neighbor, and then
Charlotte is here.
So Tappy, you've got Navernal now. So
I
open,
do,
and
yes.
you've got mana open.
gross.
All I ask is that you don't
No.
attack me.
Well, so
Charlotte,
what if
you're
I
an
activate
L3,
priest
tell
and you have
Tappy
to
she
sack a
can't do it.
creature? Or will you just sack like a token or something? You don't care?
If other people have to sacrifice better creatures, I could be down with that, yeah.
Okay. End of your turn, Tappy. I'm going to tap Kranko and put 2 tokens into play. Goblin and a goblin.
I want to see Charlotte content. I'm kind of down for whatever.
Okay, untap. Okay. Draw. Wow, just incredible. No lands.
Oh shit, you are at 4, aren't you?
4 lands?
Mm-hmm.
I have missed every single land drop since turn 4. I started the game with 4 lands in hand. These 4 lands. All right. So, create a number of 1/1 where goblin is equal to Kranko's power. Okay, so it would become a 2/3, and then I would create 2 1/1s. So Tappy, I can't attack you. I can't attack you, Jason, because you have power. Alex, what do you have as far as blockers go?
A bunch of untapped mana, including a celestial colonnade.
He has a colonnade.
I do have a colonnade. Sorry. I also have.
Excuse you, a colonnade.
Yes, yeah. So the people listening on radio in 1920, our 1920s radio stream.
So if I attack with Cranko, are you going to go all in to prevent taking 2?
I did say that I had unopened mana for other reasons, me being the blue-white deck with a flash commander.
So you have Niambi not in play right now.
Correct.
You have mana open for Niambi.
And theoretically, I have a Wrath caption also in my hand.
Is that a 3/3 for 4 that flashes in?
Yes. Because that was in Under Tybalt. And you know that. That's information you know.
Do you have any creatures in play right now?
I have
It was under Valky, actually.
a Draining Welcome. Well, isn't Under Valky Tybalt?
So it was 2 layers under Valky.
It was hanging
guess
out
the
with
question here
Tybalt
is, Alex.
under
God,
Valky.
are we doing one more? Are we doing one more layer of accent?
Alex, so here's the deal, right? So if I attack you
Duh.
with Cranko,
Yes.
and you decide to block and kill Cranko,
Mhm.
I'll still get 2 tokens out of it, and then I'll priest into my second main phase. So you'll lose one of the creatures you have on board, which either will be Wrath or it might be Colonnade. Now,
Or
you
Draining
could
Well.
just not... What?
You're going to Priest of the Forgotten Gods regardless.
Yes, that's a fair point.
So the priest threat isn't very threatening, other than the fact that if you attack me with Cranko, I could play Wrath, who I may not need in play, and kill your Cranko plus, and then so when you do priest, I gain value from the Wrath. Versus it just dying to save my Draining Wealth.
Cranko, which is annoying.
You could. I will let you hit me with Cranko if you promise not to Priest of the Forgotten Gods.
I need to priest. I have 4 lands. Like I need to draw cards. Desperately.
I can also threaten you with tapping Priest during your combat step, so you can't use that mana if you attack me with Cranko. Or I might do that anyways.
Tapping priest. I just need cards. You don't want to help me get cards here?
I don't want my things. I don't want my things to die. I'll let you hit me with Cranko all day long. I just don't want. I like the things I have. I've worked hard for them.
All right, I'll tell you what. If you let me attack you with Cranko this turn, I will wait. I will wait until my next turn to priest.
Perfect. Done. Deal.
Oh, goodness.
All right, I'm going to enter my attack step. I'm going to attack you, Alex Kessler, with Cranko. Cranko
Yep.
gets a token, gets a counter. I make 2 more goblins.
Nothing like going through the steps of your EDH game, like you're rolling out a contract.
We like accidentally taught Ben how to play EDH using spell table based CEDH, where like you have to very explicitly walk through every single action and wait for everyone's priority to end. So we have to unprogram him. He's,
And if
don't
you
really know
want
how
to,
it works
if you want to
otherwise.
teach Ben how to play extremely like,
loose magic.
well, no, the version of CEDH that we play, where we just call it Big Kid behind the dumpster magic.
Let's go ahead and then I'll for 3 mana here. Actually, that's a better idea. God, I need cards. I'll play Blasting Station.
Woof.
Goodness.
Now you can
Sack outlet.
mill your cards and sack things.
This is not a milling one. This is just the damage one.
Okay.
And yeah, I miss another land drop and I finish my turn. On to you, Jason.
For missing so many land drops, you've been a real thorn in my side. Gotta say.
I play things that don't cost any mana in my decks. Cranko is astonishingly expensive. My
Cranko
commander
for all
costs
of his-
2, Dockside costs 2, Carrion Feeder costs 1, Deadly Rollick is free, Cranko's 3, Priest is 2, Blasting Station's 3. It's the only thing I've played in this entire game over 3 mana.
I've drawn six drops this game.
And in fact, I've only played
yes,
cards
the
over
two
together.
genders.
I cheat. Let's play swim.
It is not a bad thing to clearly communicate what's happening.
Bong. Okay.
Actually, you guys mind if I do one take back? Sorry, I realized that I played the worst of two cards that do the same thing for this deck.
Just do it and let Jason keep taking
I
his turn.
vote. I'm
Okay,
fine.
I'm putting Goblin Bombardment in play instead of Blasting Station, and I'm leaving one more.
Whoa, that's
It's fine. I guess Goblin
That
Bombardment
is
is sack a
a-
creature to do 1 damage to anything.
Yes.
I will have to feed the swarm Goblin Bombardment.
What is it?
Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. I lose life equal to that permanent mana value.
Well, all right. You lose 2. Bombardment's gone. No longer have a sack outlet.
Well, you do.
Which
You have
allows
Priest of the
me
Forgotten Gods.
to...
True, but I promised you.
That's true. You did promise.
Which allows
But
me
I
to play
get
the
pushed
crew.
on that, Alex. Don't make it hard for me.
Hey,
We play the crew. Uh,
is
Man,
Jason
I
gonna
think
steal
I
a
have
flyer?
to take Nevinyrral, right?
You get the use
I
it this
cannot
turn.
currently sack him.
Yeah. I have to take Nevinyrral with Captivating Crow.
Because somebody stole Bantu, or somebody killed Bantu. So yeah,
Oh, somebody.
you can take
I
you
will
can take him
put-
back, Jason.
I'll put Skull Clamp on Nevinyrral.
4 or 5.
Is that what it makes him?
Yeah.
It destroys, right? Not exiles.
Yes.
Okay. And Academy Ruins is exiled forever, right? I don't get it back when Tybalt dies.
Correct. It's exiled, and then the emblem is what allows me to play it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. Tappy's Niv was ripped in half by Jason and then mailed to her. And
Sign.
this may or may not be a stream created to troll Jason with his own ripped up Nev.
I'll swing at Ben with Debaser, and I'll swing at Kess with Nevinyrral.
Oh, you're not going to activate Never Know.
You
Never
can't,
Know is
like,
a
you can't
4/5.
you can't activate Nevinyrral. You have to he has to
I don't-
die.
I don't want to activate Nevinyrral.
How big is Debaser?
It's a 6/6.
And does it fly?
No.
You have to. Oh, you need to attack with something. Is the deal?
Well, when Debaser attacks, I put a creature from your graveyard into play under my control.
I guess,
My graveyard?
I guess you're going to
Yes.
sack Niv, so it's really just, I would be doing that to do you a favor. Yeah, I take the 4 from Niv. 5.
So you're coming at me and you're gonna
Commander
what?
damage.
It's a
Resurrect my
4. It's a
Dockside Extortionist?
3/6. Tappy, what's Nev? 3/6.
He's a 3/6.
Oh,
and
got
then
it,
he
got
gets
it, got it, got it.
1 plus 1 minus
so
1, right?
it's got a skull clamp, so it's a 4/5.
Also,
You take
please
4.
don't call Nev Niv, because if you call him Niv, I'll get really excited and think
I didn't
can
say
take
Nev.
20
I said
turns.
Nev.
I
said-
know.
I said Nev.
Alex, I have to
Niv,
block.
Jerry.
Wait, Alex, I have to block.
Just block with one of your tokens.
I know, but I want to sack it to Priest of Forgotten Gods.
Just block with 1 token. You only need 2
There's no
tokens.
value
for
that
Priest of the
way.
Forgotten Gods.
You have nothing right now that you could sacrifice that you would be okay sacrificing?
No. Nothing has changed between your last turn and this turn, the turn immediately after your last turn.
Dumb. All right, fine. I'll the 4 blocks. I'll tap Cranko and I'll make 6 goblins and I'll block with one of them.
I don't feel bad for the lost value of that one of 6 tokens that you have.
I do. I feel bad about it.
Okay. You got Blood Artist, right?
No, it's been gone for some time.
It's exiled?
It got Terminus like 6 turns ago.
Oh, Terminus. So in your graveyard, you've got Dockside?
Dockside Extortionist and Carrion Feeder.
I'll take the Dockside.
Is there a legendary creature that has NAV as the beginning of their name? And/or NOV, and/or NUV? Like, can Tappy build a commander deck for every vowel and blank V?
So what do I get with Dockside? How many treasures do I get?
I have 2.
Exactly 0 artifacts and enchantments because you blew up my
4. You get 4. You get 1
4
for
total?
Yeah, 4 total. Unless that under Tappy's
Oh, sorry.
swap.
In graveyard or on my battlefield right
No,
now?
on the battlefield. It's unplayed Dockside.
Oh, I have 3.
5. You get 5 then.
Oh, cool. 5 Twizzos. So post combat, I'll sack Nevinurl to Phyrexian Altar.
Yeah, because you don't have to choose to activate him. So
I'll draw 2 cards. Boy, that would be a blowout. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I think I'll pass the turn.
I'll flash Neon Bee into play, and I will return Draining Welk to my hand.
Ooh, dirty.
And then I will gain 5 life.
So now we're just gonna get welked all day. That's cool.
yeah.
Well, that's a lot of mana. It also means then I can't do anything, and we're stuck here.
Oh, I used to play Draining Welk back in standard Sonic Boom, if anybody remembers that Guile deck from Lorwyn.
I remember Sonic Boom, which was a ridiculous song recorded for a animated Sonic movie that I rented from Blockbuster.
I'm a Magic Gen Xer. I'm like the middle between Boomer, Millennial, Millennial.
The key
I
is to
didn't
remember
realize
when
you
Alex
had
says
to
that
be a
thing about
boomer.
like, oh, it costs 6 mana and I can't do anything. Derp, derp, derp. That's a big lie. He's the threat.
I did not
Kill
say
it.
I did not say I could do nothing. I just said that those were I just spoke truths. All right.
If Lorwyn wasn't super recent, then how come it was out when I was in college? Oh god. Oh no.
I was right after that.
Jason, I don't know how to tell you this.
no.
Jason, I don't know how to tell you this. I was in college 10 years ago.
Oh no.
I guess that's the cool card to play here, and it stops my problem with what Ben's doing. So I'm gonna play Thalia's Lancers.
Woof.
Hey everybody, I think I might be old.
Which one is Thalia's Lancers, Alex?
When I enter the battlefield, I may search my library for a legendary card, put it into my hand, and shuffle my library.
Why
Jason,
does it
I'm
stop
pretty
what
sure
I'm
you're-
I
doing?
don't want me to find out.
Well, because I can find, like,
What's up?
I can sacrifice it, and I don't care too much about that. Or I can get a
Right,
2-drop
Tappy.
legendary creature. Legendary card. That's so fire. Okay, what am I actually getting?
Yeah, Thalia's Lancer is nuts.
Jason,
you
I'm
gonna
pretty
say?
sure you're old enough that you like promised one of your children to a like weird swamp witch.
That's true. I did do that.
Like that happened in like the 1500s and also with you. So
Well, if the Swamp Witch promises to teach her magic, like it seems like a great way for her to spend a couple of months. What am I going to do? Send her to an unpaid internship at a corporation? I would much rather she learn swamp hexes. Like it's a no-brainer for me.
Okay, do I want the thing I'm just going to sacrifice and not care about? Do I want to land?
That's what I'm saying. Tempest was 14 years ago, right?
I still think the 80s were 20 years ago.
Oh goodness. No, everybody, the 90s were 20 years. Oh, no. 1991 was 20 years. Oh, no.
I'm going to get Baby Jace.
All right.
I don't know why I'm shuffling. I'm going to need to go in there a second. I'm going to play Baby Jace. I'm going to, or I guess Kid Jace, whatever. I'm gonna end my turn, and I'm gonna blink Thalia's Lancers.
That's gross.
Okay,
man.
I'm gonna
Everything
see if
you're doing
I
is
have no
gross over there.
hands, so we're gonna see what I draw and if it's good. Otherwise, I'm just
What is
gonna
the second thing
replay
you got in
Nevinyrral
Thalia's
and do
Lancer docs?
nothing.
I will let you know when I figure it out.
Okay, cool. It's like almost basically nothing.
I know what I'm getting. I'm gonna get Elishnorn.
Ah, you jerk.
On one hand, I'm upset, but on the other hand, I stand. So, Cass, if you ever want an Elishnorn hat, let me know. Like I still have the patterns. I can make
Ooh.
another one.
I could be down.
So, yeah, I have nothing. I drew a land, and I don't have any of my Ugins in my graveyard. So, I'm just gonna pump up Elspeth. Actually, I know that Kess is getting Elishnorn, so I am not going to do that. I'm just going to pump Elspeth up. I'm going to give Soul of New Phyrexia +3/+3 and flying. And because I can, I'm going to hit Kessler for 9.
Yes.
I deserve that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nobody
6, 7, 8,
plays
9.
me except me. That's what the alcohol is for. Like,
You're
It's
big.
fine.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
yeah, I literally did. That's my job.
Are you done, Taps?
Yeah, because I didn't spend any. Actually, I'll recast Nev. Actually,
Okay.
for
I'll put a
1, 2,
counter
3,
on-
4. Yeah,
I'll put a
but
counter on
please
Molten
go
Flag.
like count on my stuff.
Maybe I'll have access to 5 mana
2,
this turn.
3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
A lot of gobbity boys.
Here we go. He draws a
Oh.
Marsh Flats. Woo!
You did it.
I believe the term is here we go satellite radio.
Yep, you're right. It is that.
Elishnorn, huh? That's the plan, Alex.
It is 2008. Not so
Isn't
2008.
it late? I did.
That's why.
I did grab an Elishnorn.
Man, if I thought for a second you wouldn't murder me with it, I wish I'd left you the Goblin Bombardment to just end his life right now. With Goblin tokens.
You do have a blasting station in hand.
Good point.
It's not as good though. All right, Alex, what creatures do you have?
Nyambi, Thalia's Lancers, Thassa, and Jace from his Prodigy.
No mana untapped.
No mana untapped.
Cards in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards.
So free counter spells, but no ability to sink mana into tapping my creatures. Tappy, talk to me about what you've got over there.
I have Elspeth. She's at 4. Does nothing for me right now. She just keeps making things big. Soul of New Phyrexia, I cannot sack, cannot do anything with it right now. I have Nevinyrral out, so if he dies, I can blow up the board. But until Elishnorn's here, I don't really want to blow up the board. So and I have no hand.
And then Jason, what do you have untapped? Do you have the 4/4 that when things
need
die,
dice.
you can steal them?
Yep, and Captivating Crew and Dockside Extortionist untapped, and I have 5 treasure tokens.
Wait, Jason, do you even care if I play Niv's Disc? No, if I play Elishnorn? Do you have a single creature that's...
My Dockside
Negatively affected.
Extortionist would die.
That card's not... But you get to recast it with your Snowman.
No, it has to be an opponent has to control it for it to
Oh,
get
control it,
exiled.
not own it? Okay. Can you give it to someone with Captivating Crew?
No.
All right, so let's go ahead and go. Let's see.
You need a Bizarre Trader in that deck, is the lesson we're learning. Actually, you kind of do want a Bizarre Trader in that deck, so what's cool about Bizarre Trader from
I'm
a person...
building Blim.
Oh, okay, well, no, what's cool... Well, in the deck you have, you can use Bizarre Trader's ability to give you the creatures you steal with your threatened effects. as a person who has it in my version of your threatened effect deck.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's
It's like
a good point.
it's give target creature to target player. So you can tap to give a creature you control until end of turn to yourself forever. And it's dope.
Alex, do you have blockers that can block Krenko? And how big is Thalia's Lancers?
I have a 4/4 first strike, a 2/1, and a 0/2.
0/2.
Don't forget the 0/2.
Tappy, what do you think about just taking 3 so I can get some tokens?
I'm super down for it.
I definitely got Jace just to kill him.
All right, let's go.
I thought it was
ahead.
weird that you're like, I'll play Jace and also I'll go get Elish Norn.
Listen, sometimes you pick your first card and you don't think out your second one, and you already have your first card in your hand, so you just play it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go attack.
Also, I didn't have the mana for Jace.
Oh, I'm dumb.
What?
Elish Norn's not going to kill his creatures. I forgot how magic works.
I'm gonna come at you, Tappy, for 3.
Oh, my creatures. Yeah. I also got
I
Jace
will
with
take
almost the exclusive purpose of sacking to Priest of the Forgotten Gods. It was just the only 2-mana legendary creature in the deck.
So then I'll put 3 more tokens into play. Then I will tap Krenko, and I will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more. I'm just going to put a 14 on here just to represent it.
There's a which MCU
That's
character has your energy meme going around, and I've been like debating all day what my answer would be, and I can't figure it out. So chat, if you can help me figure out which MCU character I am, that'd be helpful.
I am then going to tap Priest of Forgotten Gods, sacrifice 2 of these goblins. Everybody loses 2.
Jace.
Sacrifices a creature. I add black, and I draw a card.
I murder Jace. Jace is dead. He's dead now.
I will sack Dockside Extortionist.
So the thing is I could sacrifice Niv and blow up the whole board, but I won't. I'm just gonna sacrifice the soldier.
Oh, I feel like that would be a good thing to do.
To make this game take an extra hour.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We don't.
That's
need
like
that.
not a thing that I.
I don't care if I die as long as this ends. So.
Also, you have Elish Norn in your hand, so.
Yeah, but then they don't
Like,
need to cast it.
Like, I don't want to mess around until.
I only need to cast Elish Norn to stop all of those goblin tokens that exist.
Let me think what else I want to do here. Alex, what other creatures do you have on board?
I have a Thalia's Lancers and a Nyambi Esteemed Speaker.
Elish Norn is just gonna like ruin my life.
That's the goal. Why is it bad for you, Tappy? Other than
Those heels
slowing
are
the
like
game time.
6.5 inches. They're rough.
That is fair. But she's so shiny, and she's not even in English. Right? I don't even know what this card does. This could do anything. This could even be a boat. Ooh, I like Ant-Man. I'll take being Paul Rudd. He's very likable. Kess has Korg energy. Someone already took Korg. Say it again.
Star-Lord because I get mad when people don't know who I am.
Also, you need to be Star-Lord because I'm Rocket Raccoon.
All right. I'll play this blasting station with the 2 and then 1. So I've got 4 men open still. Got blasting station, and then I guess probably the move is to just because Alex is a villain. Such a villain. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, actually, I have access to 5 mana here. Maybe that's the better move. I think so.
Tappy was Agatha all along.
What?
That's true.
Agatha all.
Agatha.
Oh,
Yeah, Agnes,
Wait, without no spoilers also for that, but also Tappy has not seen any of it. So
I mean, but like, also I don't care, but like that's fine.
It's more for chat,
Yeah.
and future YouTube watchers. But it is really good. You'll probably really like it, actually, compared to other Marvel things that I know you don't always love. Tappy.
I'm playing Fleshbag.
I feel like you're taking a ton of risks on the stuff on Disney Plus, which I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to.
same. I will sacrifice. Ooh, this is a hard one. Fleshbag is not nice. I'll sacrifice Niambi.
Cool.
If the Eyes Lancers could survive to my turn, it'll be sweet. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but especially because Jason's just gonna captivating whatever.
I'll with the Fleshbag trigger on the stack, I guess I'll sacrifice a Goblin token to untap it. And I'll do the one to you, Alex. Yeah, and then Fleshbag will sack to itself.
Guess I'll get the Necromancer. Anybody sacking? Well, it does matter. Stuff sacks out with ice counters on it, but I can't play it now.
All right, and then it's gonna end my turn right there.
How many goblins you got over there?
I've got 11 right now.
I'm taking Ant-Man. I'm gonna go with that one.
Wait. That doesn't make any sense. I had 12 previously.
I'm not here to do math for you.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I know what happened. I think I made 14 goblins.
You made 14, which means you have 28 goblins, and then you sack 2, which means you have 26.
Yes.
Ooh, I actually really do like pepper pots for Charlotte.
Charlotte?
I like getting rid of what's her face and Goop and like who the actress is. Like the character in the movies is dope.
Pepper Potts the character, not Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I'm all done.
You don't have Gwyneth Paltrow energy.
No.
Unless you want that, but I don't think that anyone wants that.
I don't think anybody wants that.
Ben, did you say you're done?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, he's done. I'm thinking. Ooh. I'll cast Insurrection.
Woof!
Oof. Yeah?
You get all creatures?
All creatures, yeah.
They all untap?
Oh, now I don't even need to cast
You're going to be able to make yourself tons of goblins?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Well, let me ask you this, because I can sacrifice Krenko in response to this.
Yeah,
So I have an untapped plastic station.
Yep.
So, Alex, on your turn, are you going to play Elish Norn 100%?
Depends what Jason's going to do on his turn. If Jason sacrifices all of your goblin tokens, probably not. It becomes bad at that point.
Are you planning on sacrificing all my goblin tokens? Are you planning on one-sided wrathing me right now?
I'm gonna wrath everybody.
Yeah, he's gonna sack every creature, I assume.
I can't get the flare.
Playing Elish Norn at that point does not get me very much, other than just.
Well, so put it in this perspective. Jason gets Nevin roll right now, so.
Yeah, it's fair. He's gonna.
We can just frisbee the disc around all day, and Jason can just like.
Yeah, I guess I may as well just. What's the? Do you get mana when you sack him? Is that the one you have?
Yeah.
The nice thing about Pepper Potts is that I didn't know any of the Goop stuff until she started being like not in the movies as much because Iron Man when he is the star is not nearly as good as Iron Man when he was in other people's movies, and she was in his movies, and so those aren't happening anymore. So that was like in 2015. So
I go one. I'm gonna sacrifice Krenko and deal 1 to you, Jason. And then you get 26 goblins plus a Krenko, little Krenko, and a priest.
Baby Krenko.
You get a Krenko, and you get a Krenko.
So I get 26 goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I get Krenko.
He's a 3/4 right now.
I get the priest.
You get the priest.
Tappy, what do I get? The Nev?
So you get Nevinral, you get Soul of New Phyrexia, and you get a 1/1 soldier.
So I got Soul and I got a soldier? Cool.
You do have Soul, and you are also having a soldier.
I got Soul and I got a soldier? Cool.
Yeah.
And I get Thassa and Lancers?
Thank you for the follow, someone. Namrath? Nomnath. It's like Omnath, but they eat. Nom 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 nom.
I get Thalia's Lancers and Thassa. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough pips to turn Thassa into a creature. What do you do with 26 goblins?
No, I feel like it's somebody else's question of what do they do when they come for them. Works better in my head.
So what does Krenko do? Krenko Mob Boss?
He's 3/4 right now. When he attacks, you put a counter on him and then make a number of goblins equal to his power. So when you attack with him, he will become a 4/5 and you'll make 4 goblins.
Are they tapped and attacking, or do I just get them?
He creates it on attack. And they're not tapped and attacking. You just get them.
So they're just supposed to be hanging out. Okay. Oh boy, Ben's at 40. Goodness. Only there were a way to just make this lethal and just end this game already.
It is, in fact, supposed to be Nomnath. I knew it. I figured it out. I got it. House of Cards wants us all to look at these things. Luckily, Jason has made a nice, convenient list written out of all the bad things he's done. Arizona Angel says, good evening, or hood evening. He said they said hood evening, and then they said, what else do they want to say? And it's like, oh yeah, Tappy, and with lots of exclamation points.
Oh, it's me.
Exactly 3 of them.
Is Elish? Oh boy, I would love it if Elish were in your graveyard, so I could just get it with Rashas and Debaser and just end this game. Is there a way to make you discard? Oh, I could play Valky, God of Lies.
Hey, that certainly does it, right?
And then Elishnorn
Everybody reveals
happens.
their hand. What's that?
Yep, I have Elishnorn, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, Wrath Caption, Draining Welk, Torrential Gearhulk, Time Stop, and Austere Command.
So I have exactly enough mana to turn Valky into Elish Norn?
That's gross. I don't have any creatures in play anymore, so...
I have
So this isn't Elish Norn.
I have
so
a
my
creature
get-
you're going to like a lot that is going to change the math for you.
And this is still the turn that you insurrectioned and took everybody's stuff.
Yeah, so I have
Yeah,
26
so everything's
goblins.
gonna be.
Jason,
Uh,
I have Fiendish Duo in hand.
What is
What's that?
Fiendish Duo?
It's a 5/5 first strike devil that if a source would deal damage to an opponent, deals double that damage to that player instead. Costs 6 to
I
cast.
have nothing in my hand.
I think Elishnorn is more damage.
I mean, it's 78 just from goblins.
Yeah, because the goblins would only be 2/2s versus 3/3s.
The goblins are 4/4s. Elishnorn is +2/+2.
They're 1/1s, right?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know what goblins
78
are.
goblins.
I mean,
Franco's 5
yeah,
versus 4.
like Fiendish Duo is better with every creature but the goblins. There just happens to be so many of those.
I think I've got enough here, right? Like,
Well, 78 is enough to kill me and Bateman if you take all our
Yeah.
stuff.
So
And
can you kill me with everything that's not a goblin? I'm assuming the
Yes.
answer is yes.
my captivating crew's 6 and the debaser's 8.
Ah,
So
yep.
yeah, I think I've got Nev, Soul, Thalia's Lance.
Oh yeah, and you have Soul of New Phyrexia is a 6/6. So
Oh, so that's 8 damage right there. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think I got it.
So Thalia's Lancers into Elishnorn was a mistake. Yep.
Well, let me know that was an option because I was like, yeah, I wish I had some way to boost. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
I could crack Commander Sphere and go see that Scarab God is on top of my deck, and yeah, nothing would happen.
I was gonna draw that Ghost Quarter next, and then I would have had Crucible, Ghost Quarter, and Flagstones of Turkare. That could have been a cool thing I was doing, but nope. We're dead.
I didn't put Elish Norn
I'm
in this
still
deck.
just
Yeah.
This
I'm
wasn't my
still
fault.
just mad
I
that
didn't-
Jason took my Kefnet, because otherwise I could have just won.
Oh boy, this deck is I'm okay. So I think that
Deck seems real fun, friend.
Thieving Amalgam is a little too rough to play on webcam. So I think I'm probably gonna replace that with something. But everything
You
else,
lost.
like
You killed us all.
Everything
Bizarre
else manageable.
Trader. Yeah, everything else was pretty easy. Bizarre Trader is let me tell you, it's the truth in like thread. Because I have a Kess deck that's doing what you're like very similar things, and it's really good there. It's playing more
Is that
instant
the
stuff.
is that the Kess Crime stack?
That is
I have
Kess Crimes.
a whole pile of Bizarre Traders because I was gonna build
Whoa.
what is it? What is the red, black, white enchantment guy? What's that called?
Oh, I
was-
don't know their name, but I know who you're talking about.
Again, Arcana Weaver, and I built this, so I was like, oh, I need Bizarre Traders for basically a ton of decks, so I ordered a bunch of them.
Cool. Yeah, they're sweet. I like had a deck back when they were in standard that was about giving. It was like early days of trying to make decks when I was a mere Magic baby. But what's the artifact that if you have no cards in your graveyard you lose?
Lich's Tomb?
Yeah, Lich's Tomb. So I was Bizarre trading Lich's Tomb and then Bajuku bogging them in standard. That was the plan. It was also a format where Lightning Bolt was legal, so having yourself untap with Bizarre Trader was unlikely. But you got to live your dreams. So really quick, we can do some signing off. First, thank you both for joining. I hope it was fun, and I'm glad Jason was able to get revenge on Nev through
He hasn't
murder.
got revenge on Niv. That deck is horrendous and very bad, and no one has revenge on that yet. But he's gotten revenge on Nev.
Yeah. He hasn't yet achieved Niv status. It was Immortal Coil. Was the card. Thank you, Charlotte. But thank you both for joining. Thank you both for joining. And thank you, chat, for hanging out. If you have not yet, please like and or subscribe. We do this every Monday night at 7:30. Having good times with good friends. It's great every Monday, 7:30 p.m. PST. Otherwise, we have a bunch of content. We actually just released. We're releasing a bunch of videos this week about CDH specifically. We had Braden from the CDH cast on. He was in chat earlier. Talking about just kind of Commander versus Modern versus competitive play and like what kind of competitive Magic could look like, and it was really, really fun. Definitely recommend. The first video is out right now, and the podcast is out in general. Jason, where can people of the internet find you?
I am on the Twitter at Jason E. Alt. On Twitter, I have a pinned tweet at the top because I don't have a link tree yet like everybody else.
Same.
Right, I do various things around the internet. I'm a writer at Cool Stuff Inc. and MTG Price. I'm the content manager at Commanders Herald and EDHREC.com. I'm on the Brainstorm Brewery and Film Hooligans podcasts. And I'm on Twitter kind of a lot because I don't want to teach my daughter to read. So you can find me on there and hit me up to talk about whatever.
And Tappy.
Hi, I'm a way worse content creator than Jason, but I am a better scientist. So mostly I spend my time doing, I'm a real life microbiologist, researcher who does stuff, and my science prevents me from streaming regularly, but every once in a while I randomly hop on a stream. Sometimes Cass and I do crimes, which is a lot of fun. But otherwise, I'm on Twitter. I am also on Twitter too much because I do microbiome research, which means I have a lot of random intermittent, like I have to put one liquid into another liquid and heat it for 15 minutes, and I browse Twitter for all of those 15 minutes. And sometimes randomly I dress up as, various characters on the internet. Some of them include Magic characters. Sometimes I just, like to put on wigs and make myself look like people I don't look anything like in real life, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, that's my whole shtick. I'm a dinosaur also, I think. right? Probably.
Generally,
dinosaur.
generally a dinosaur.
Generally a dinosaur. Usually my default state is dinosaur, but
Mr. Bateman.
Yes, my name is Ben Bateman. I am the co-host of the Masters of Modern and the MM-Cast podcast and network with Alex. Do this every Monday. We have a sweet preview episode coming up this next week, which we're very excited about. So make sure to tune into our content next week for fun stuff. And otherwise, I will continue to build decks, and hopefully we'll get this Kethis, whatever the hell the white and red commanders I was going to build with were. I got pretty close to my phone today. So looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the stream. And thank you to Jason and Tappy for doing this.
Absolutely. And
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Last but not least, I make puzzles and toys and stuff, and there's a bunch of new spring summer ones. Go buy a light up hoop at your local retailer. I probably made it, and they're dope. And if you have kids, they make great for hooping. And yeah, thanks guys for so much for hanging out, and thank you Chad for hanging, and thank you everyone, including Ben. Thank you, Ben.
You got it, buddy.
And you kept a promise. I feel like that I'll remember that for future promises.
I didn't betray you. I did not betray
I'm proud of you.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like you make a deal with them and then ooh.
No.
I'm pretty cutthroat, and Alex and I are pretty like rough against each other.
We'll remember this when the Bateman clone that eventually like bests and kills Bateman doesn't remember that he made this deal with Kessler.
This may be evidence towards the fact that Ben has been the evil clone this whole time.
Also, Alex, just for the record, I once again was in a situation where I should have just gone for it and killed you.
Well, it ends up that
died
the deal
anyway to insurrection.
On your turn, sure, yes, yeah.
I had Fire Emancipation in hand, and I had the ability to attack you with 12 goblins.
But once again, hear me out. As the devil on your shoulder, wouldn't it have felt better to have died having killed Kessler?
Yes, definitely. I should have done it. I always hold on to some idea, some notion I'm gonna be able to outsmart the whole table and beat everybody. And that usually ends up getting me killing nobody. I should have just killed Alex. The answer is always kill Alex. That's the answer.
I'm often the bad guy, secretly. I'll admit that when you say that, you're not wrong. But you also do the thing where, like, you're very obviously also the bad guy and try and convince people you're not. And most of the time, you're also the bad guy. We're going to go invade Brainstorm Brewery. I feel like that's actually the exact thing we should do.
Exactly the kind of thing that we should actually do.
Corbin's playing Slay the Spire right now.
Yeah, so let's all be very backseat driving with Slay the Spire. All right, thank you guys again. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone. Please like and subscribe and follow. Do all those button things, and make sure to check this out every Monday, 7:30 p.m. PST. We do Commander games most of the time. Last thing, we have our preview card comes out next Tuesday. We'll obviously talk about it, but we have a dope Time Spiral remastered preview card on Tuesday morning, so keep an eye out for that. And we might do some live gameplay here of us playing Modern live on this thing with the card that we're previewing. All right, thank you, everyone. Oh, Charlotte also has a preview card on Tuesday. All right, hitting the raid button.
Yep, it's going up on Commanders Herald.
Oh, nice.
Please visit.
We're all there's like I don't know what I'm allowed to say about what we have, so I won't say anything, but
don't say,
in many ways our preview cards are in some ways
it's
related by being the
good.
same day. I don't know if the raid's happening. Oh, it's here. We are ready to raid now. I know we're gonna wait for the whole clock to go up, maybe. I don't know. I'm hitting raid now. We're raiding.
Raid.
All right.
And I'm ending the stream, so